Also, that meme is old, like real old.
Does it?
Yeah, I mean, we get like WoW Classic in a few days, and that's pretty much original WoW, right?
Yeah.
So that's a lot of expansions.
Yes. And having, because I played on Australis when it was out, and I thought, wow, back to old WoW, yes, it'll be awesome. And
Then you remembered.
And then, yes, and then 40 minutes into leveling my Dwarf Hunter, I remembered why I preferred Wrath of the Lich King.
I still believe that the questing experience is the best in vanilla. Vanilla, then TBC.
Yeah, I
After
would
that,
argue
it
for
just becomes
TBC for
tedious.
just for like I liked the small step down in accessibility of mounts. Like it's not you spawn you get a mount, but it's also not what you, in vanilla you had to wait for.
Yeah, 40.
Level 40 and at that time big stack of like 40 gold or something.
Yeah,
For
the
each
skills cost more than the mount. The mounts were dirt cheap, while the skills cost more. And then in Team BC they flipped that, so the skill was fairly cheap, but the mounts were expensive.
Oh, to fly was 225 gold, and the mount was 40.
Yeah, and then you had the Shadow Dragon, and that was where I stopped. Nether Dragon.
No, hell no, that was awesome. I love that shit.
Oh yeah, it was great. It just took hours long, like the daily quests on this damn Sky Island and whatnot.
I never got that one. I got the other one from.
The faction one, the Nether something.
The blobby purple one that you could get from. There was a daily that you could pick up from Terracar Forest. That would give you the blobby purple mount, which I can't remember the name of.
Yeah, it's some sea animal, right?
It looks like it, but it's not. But it looks like it.
Well, yeah, the Nether version of it flying.
Yeah. Yes,
I just can't remember the English word for it.
That's right. I can't remember what it was called.
Now, with all those timing announcement, I have to scroll up for the actual changed riddle. Oh, you popped it up. Well, never mind.
There you go.
For what? Oh no, the riddle's already been solved.
Oh, has it?
Well, yes, Elry here solved it.
Can have not in game. He didn't.
Okay.
So I missed that.
Everybody else can have a chance. Mind you, I did post it on Discord, so everybody have a week to think about it, and nobody read it.
Oh, I did read it, and I pondered it for a little bit, but it's not like rage or something, is it?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, rage, anger, there's a lot of words, but something along those lines?
And with that, the doors will open.
Yeah, okay. I'll take it.
Yep, that was it. The answer was rage. Let me just go into the... Feel free to move through
it's a
the
pretty
doors.
cool riddle, though.
Checking for traps.
After we just waltzed through all of them up to now.
Yeah.
So
no, I checked for those traps too. We just knew where they are when we stepped on them.
Why are there two balls?
Investigation.
That's just.
Well, Groshka, it's
No.
Actual symmetry. Sorry, not sorry. Also, am I the only one who's noticing that there's one statue distinctly missing?
No, we saw that.
Okay.
Bellator with the 17s finds no traps.
Yeah, can I investigate the statues actually?
Yes, The statues are lifelike, standing around 6 feet tall. I don't know what that, I think it's 172 centimeters, something like that. Perfectly proportioned warriors in armor, carrying weapons and of a variety of different weapons, and looking vaguely human-ish looking faces. If you know who Cade is from Destiny, then they kind of look like him
Okay.
with swords.
Don't play shit games.
You don't say that about Destiny.
Let's be honest, Destiny really wasn't that good.
And the rocks fall on Bellator's head. Because what Grush says has
Damn it! I
consequences.
didn't check for rocks.
No, Grush said a bad thing, so I don't mind Destiny. It's harmless fun.
Agreed.
Yeah, the issue is the second you fall up, like if you're playing with friends, the second you fall behind them, you're screwed. And if you don't have friends, it's gonna take a long time to do anything.
Yes, I don't have friends who play Destiny on PC, so I don't have friends. Anyway,
Well, I have a feeling this one missing statue is going to come back to haunt us. Maybe literally. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Can
Or
I
it
see
already
footprints
has.
for the missing statue?
so say that again, Grush.
Can I see if there's like any remains or anything of the missing statue? Like, can I see footprints or anything to?
Nope.
Okay.
There's no wreckage, footprints, or anything like that on the stone floor. And Bellator could be right. Maybe you have already met the nightmare that was the missing Warforged, missing statue. As you step into the room, Bellator, as the doors open, in fact, all of you will smell instantly the smell of very old paper. Also, the smell of rot and mold, as if something has water has dripped onto something and it has rotted over many centuries.
I'm
you
going
enter-
to just explore the statue room. So if there's
Okay.
anything, stop me.
Yep.
I'm gonna step behind Bellator and follow him.
Don't touch things, please.
Todrick is temporarily going to be fascinated with the large, big creatures and trying to out bodybuild them, doing bodybuilding poses and stuff.
So I recommend that you guys, and I told this in character, stay out of the circle with the symbol, because that seems ominous.
Yep.
I think with our past experiences of circles, we know not to go in there.
Yep.
As you're walking around, so you can see various workbenches of alchemical and tools that you have no idea what they are. Some of them are very delicate, some of them are like big hammers and mallets, some of them are fine knives and tiny screwdrivers, but they appear to be somewhat unusual in design, and you have no idea what any of them are used for. As you look around, you see bookshelves up in the top corner. You see a puddle of water, and several of the bookshelves appear to have disgorged books. As the books have water has dripped in from the ceiling, the books have absorbed the water and swollen and been forced off of the shelves. And you can see several of the books are rotten and sodden. And as you move through the room, a voice. It's oh yes, I see. Yes, Homo sapien. Yes, and Homo giganticus. Not seen one of your kind for many years. And Homo legolas. I don't know what you would call an elf.
Oh, Legolas.
It's great. It's canon.
Yes.
Elves are Homo Legolas.
Homo legolas. Nearing our end, I see, my friend. And Homo Saurus. I see. And something else.
I still got about a
Where's
century
his
left.
voice coming from?
Where?
Does it have
Oh,
an origin?
It seems to be coming from the whole room. I'm so sorry. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mubarak. I am the Soul Stealer, and I control this entire tower. Yes, this is my laboratory. From here, I extracted the souls of the people and placed them within the bodies of the creatures outside. You see, I make them, and I place the souls within. Sometimes the souls are most difficult to extract. So, what can I do for you people?
Finn's going to cast
Fireball.
not see invis, but detect magic. Trying to discern if I can find out where this is coming from, because I don't like it. Not one bit.
It would appear as if the entire room is magical, as if the soul of the creature that's. Actually, I should probably put a token on for exactly where he is.
So he looks like Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Except not friendly, because surname Soul Stealer.
And if you were to steal one soul, where would they sit?
Well, they should shed upon the stones thrown to the south. Place one hand upon each of the balls, and the creature's soul would be extracted and stored. And then later I could place it within the body of one of the Warforged outside.
Placing the hands doesn't sound unwilling. Why would anyone want this? And Stealer doesn't sound like they particularly agree.
Well, it is just the name that some people gave to me. Some people wanted their souls to be transformed into the Warforged. People like your friend, the Homo Legolas, that they come to the end of their lives, they want to live on. But you, my friend, I see there's 2 souls in there. Yes, must be very busy. Very busy indeed. Hello? Hello? Does your friend talk to you? He's looking
To us, it does.
Grushka's gonna wait until Araman speaks.
Araman is very silent at this moment. You can begin to almost hear a muttering, a very angry muttering.
He seems pissed off. I tell out loud.
Oh, is he hiding? So what is it you need? Does one of you wish to have your soul extracted? Yeah, you, yes, Homo erectus, you seem quite feeble. I could improve you. You said it would be a vast improvement. Your mind in the body of one of the Warforged. Yes, that would solve many of your problems. Sickly, I see you are.
I would prefer not to. This.
If you were to steal a soul,
Yes.
do you always transfer it, or do you sometimes destroy it?
Destroy it? Why would I destroy it? Of course I could destroy it, but why would I do such a thing? No, I would put it, I would store it, or I would, until someone asks for new Warforged, and then I would transfer it to the Warforged.
And they are slaves. Someone asks for them, and you give them a slave.
Indeed. I was tasked to perform this task until until a certain time that I will not disclose.
Grosh is gonna look at Elrohir and Bellator, and he's gonna have this expression of, "Do you understand what this means?"
Bellator's going to give you an expression that says sarcastically, "No, I have absolutely no idea what this means."
Stone
Just
face.
stands there, shrugs.
This means that I could finally take him out.
It might just mean that, yes. If it's him that goes out and not you. I must say, it's...
No, I am not leaving Grushk. Grushk, if you even try, I will destroy you, and you will lose your powers forever.
Losing my powers while losing you? Sounds like a good trade-off to me, Grushk says, not out loud.
Not to me. You and I made a deal.
How can you ensure that it's the other one's soul who gets transferred out and not mine?
Well, you would have to fight him, or your companions could aid you, and you could fight the soul and defeat it in some way. It would cast the soul out.
How can we fight a soul? I wouldn't know how to fight you, and...
Ah, that is
I mean,
easy. That is
probably
easy
is.
normally. Normally, I would suggest one of you sit upon the other chair, but if you all wish to go, you could all go and stand inside the circle and aid your friend in defeating this creature.
Well, most of us fight with blades and fists and stuff, and I doubt souls are susceptible to that. Or can you make them?
It would be within the realm of Grushk's soul. You would fight as you would fight normally.
Well, that's a place I've never been before. Someone's soul. Not in that way, anyway. I must say, it doesn't feel right to get into your soul, if that makes sense. Then again, it doesn't seem right to carry what you carry.
I'm fine with you entering my soul if this means it'll be the end of our man.
Well, it seems like it would be the end, or at least have him banished into one of these things, which we then probably could just toss down this ravine.
Oh, I could keep him stored here for many centuries. If you did not
That one's much a better idea.
If you did not wish him placed within the Warforged, I could keep him here for many centuries. Storing a soul is of no great difficulty.
Can Fillion inside check a incorporeal voice
You
from
can
the...
certainly try.
Because I would like to. I mean, this all sounds very not right, and storing a soul just like that all doesn't really sit well.
He appears to be telling the truth. It is an arcane art far beyond your skill, but as far as you can tell, he is telling the truth.
Or at least he's delusional enough to believe what he says.
Soul Stealer, do you think we could sit out for a few hours just so that I can regain my strength to try and fight him? Because I don't feel at my best at the moment.
You can take all the time you need.
Do you think he'll let you? Does he have that kind of influence?
I was just going to say, Grush, give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Cillian is on hair trigger to cast Hold Person on Grush, by the way.
10.
Grush asks for time to rest, and immediately just suddenly stands dead straight and begins to walk out of the room at a fast walk.
Yeah,
I stop him.
Okay.
Okay. Elrahir, you're going to try and stop Grush, or Fillion, are you casting Hold Person?
I'm standing in front of him and just placing my hand.
I'll hold the spell. Like I'll wait until I can see that he's forcing his way, and then
Okay.
I'll...
Grushk and Elrahir, give me a contested strength saving throw, please, or athletics. Sorry.
I'm also telling.
Athletics. Okay.
Well, it's the same if you don't have proficiency in it.
I
It's
have
the same.
proficiency in athletics, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't, so I'll just roll strength saving throw. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 17.
Yeah, with
Grushk,
Yes.
did you want to give me your athletics?
I was
That's
fine with
9
strength
plus-
saving throw if we are doing opposed.
Okay, Elrahir, you managed to literally just grab Grushk by the shoulders, and you're easily holding him, stopping him from walking out, even though he is struggling to try and get past you.
Can we tell Mr. Dragonborn to block the door?
Okay. And Dragonborn will move up with the Earth Elemental to block the door.
I think we should do it now if we are going to do this.
I don't think we have much of a choice.
From Grushk's mouth comes the following. Let me go. I will not stay here. I do not wish this to be done to me. Leave. Get out of my way.
Since he forced himself upon taking my body, am I asleep or am I conscious?
You're still conscious, but it's you and Araman have swapped positions. You're now along for the ride. You can see what he's doing. You can hear what he's doing, what other people are doing, but you cannot control your own body at the moment.
Okay. Whenever, if there's a possibility later on, if I can, I'd like to do a check to try and take it back.
Okay, if you want to, if you can declare that if you want to try and wrestle control of your body.
Yes.
Okay, give me let's have an opposed wisdom battle then.
Wisdom.
Yes.
All right.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
11. Damn it.
You are still a passenger. Struggle as you might against the will of Aramat. His grip upon your soul is just as tight as ever it was.
With my detect magic still active, looking at the circle and kind of prodding it with my feet, is there any specific danger, like any magic that I would shy away from?
It seems to
entering?
be some kind of magical transference spell within it. You figure from what Barak has told you that standing within the circle, when the spheres are activated, if you were seated in the chair or just stood within the circle, your soul would be transferred to mix with Grushk's, so that you could defeat Araman within him.
Oh yeah, that's if I believe him, but he could also just transfer my soul into one of these machines, which Fillion really doesn't like. But yeah, if it's not outright dangerous, like evocation or something, I will step into the circle. And actually, I'm gonna sit down. If anyone has to sit, Fillion is it.
It is a relaxing sit, even though it is a stone chair. It is nice to put your feet up. And Grushk is still struggling to try and get out of the door. Does everybody want to do it?
Yes, I made an athletics check to pull him to the chair.
Grushk, give me an athletics or strength saving throw, please.
Oh, so I can do strength if I want.
Strength or
I'll do
athletics?
that. Nice.
Okay, yeah.
Nice,
So Bellator,
nice
basically,
fail.
you grab him by the scruff of his neck, and Grush is completely caught off balance, moving quickly. What did you want to do with him? Put him in the chair? Did you say?
Yep, put him in the chair.
Okay, yep. With Grush's abysmal roll of a 1, you literally just grab hold of him, yanking him off his feet. Grush cannot get a grip on the floor enough to stand up as you're moving swiftly, and you slam him in the chair.
Place his hands and then come over here.
Nope, don't place it. I use the golem and
Right, yes, that's a good idea. I'll send over the golem to kind of hold both his wrists.
Well, Todrick will be able to hold one, and the Earth Elemental can hold the other.
Sure.
Bellator has to come over here before they place
come
the
over
hand.
here, Bellator, because and then basically, I don't think he'll have much say against both of
And
those.
as the three of you are in the circle, Mubarak, please be careful and try not to die. I don't want to take one of your souls. As Todrick
I don't believe one word.
Todrick and the Earth Elemental, both looking back at the party, who give a nod, and they both touch one of Grush's hands to the orbs. Instantly, things change.
Oh boy, he's a nasty bugger.
It is in total darkness that you appear. Whoops. Total darkness that you appear. Before you see...
Away with that one!
Away with him. Ahead of you, above, you can see a shadowy demonic figure who looks as if he's intent on concentrating on something else, and almost as if he's fighting something else. And suddenly his head turns to look at you, the four of you. And with that, we'll roll for initiative.
Is Grush actually with us?
Yes, Grushk is actually with you.
That's good.
I hope you scaled it to 4 people instead of 5.
Yeah.
Sure. That sounded
Whatever that
believable.
is.
All right.
Now, is the shadowy demonic demi-plane of Grush's soul technically outdoors?
Well, it's
I am going to try.
I need to add Bellator's initiative. That turn. Bellator get an 11. Sort descending. Okay.
Highest 13, lowest 8.
Yep.
Tight spread.
Grush, as opening move, you can feel your companions join you in the dark recesses of your soul, and you're facing against your source of your power. What would you care to do?
Alright, can Grush actually even do anything? Use his
I'm
magic?
gonna try my damnedest.
Oh yeah, sure, but if he controls your spells, like, you're gonna go back to punching.
Technically, we are trying your damned.
Oh,
So
very
here's the
good.
thing. I'm gonna try to protect myself. So I'm gonna cast Mage Armor at level 2 because I can't do it at level 1.
Okay.
Did it work?
It certainly appeared to work.
Nice. Then I'm gonna do Quickened, and I'm going to. Okay, I really want to fireball him.
Fireball.
Just
him.
straight up. Yeah, just straight up.
I mean, this place could use some light, so...
Let's go with that.
Fire
Wait, what?
attack.
You're sending a fireball straight up?
Sending a fireball at Araman. Okay. Give me a roll to hit. No, actually, no. Fireball. How does fireball?
No, it's just an area, and he has to make I think, dexterity
But it
saving
says, dexterity save.
throw? Save for half.
17.
Dexterity save for half. Okay, the fireball leaps from Grushk's fingers. I won't bring in the template out because there's only one target and everybody else is well out of the way. The fireball explodes. You roll me some damage, Grushk, please. Oh, you did. Sorry.
It's already rolled, but the ones are twos.
And there's a lot of them.
So
Yeah.
3, so that's 28. 28. Okay, the fireball erupts, slamming through
Ahriman?
Ahriman. What does your fire adept do again?
What it does is the spells I cast ignore resistance to the damage of the chosen type. In addition, when you roll damage for a spell you cast that deals damage of that type,
Right,
you
so
can
it's
treat
the
any one
resistances,
on a damage die as a 2.
Alright, so it's the resistances. You ignore resistances.
Yes.
Which actually, as a demon, he might be fire resistant.
Well, not
Or
anymore.
was it devils?
A blast of flame impacts upon Ahriman as the fire and the flames begin to clear. Have you got anything else you want to do, Grushk?
No, that's the. I mean, I'm gonna take a few steps back because he's going to be after me. So
Yeah, the map technically is limitless, but
yeah, I'm gonna go. I think this is good enough. Hopefully.
okay. Elrahir, you're up. Ahriman, as the smoke and the flames dissipate, Ahriman. Did you really think that was going to hurt me?
Does he look hurt in any way?
Doesn't appear to be.
Yikes.
Ooh.
In before that damage just went nowhere.
Well, next time I'm gonna twin it when I can.
Can't twin AoE spells.
Damn it.
It also was already quaking, right? You can't.
Yeah,
you?
no. That's why I said next time. But yeah, he says I can't.
Yeah, not at his level. He can't do it twice.
Put some arrows into him. Human.
I'm gonna cast.
Zoom.
Oh dear God! You've got haste.
Yeah, that's DM's bane, pretty much.
Oh, I hate that spell. Okay, you've got haste, and so it's what, 3 attacks this round you get?
No, only one because this is my action. So I can only use my hasted action, which is just 1 attack.
Ah, that's true. That's true. Yes.
So I'll plonk him 1.
27. Ooh, yes, the arrow thuds and impacts onto his shadowy hide.
I'll be using. Yeah, I'll just for the next one. I'll be using +1 arrows.
Okay, because I was going to say that arrow just bounces off and does no damage.
Well, my bow is magical, so
Yes, your bow is, but the arrow wasn't.
okay. Yeah.
You can
So,
run up and
okay.
you can run up and hit him with the bow if you like.
No, but I didn't. So other GMs has been fine with if the bow is magical, then the arrows become magical, so it's fine. But I'll just use the +1 arrows.
Yes. That's why I wasn't worried about you making +1 arrows, because they are magical. Anything else for Mr. Elrahir?
But it bounced anyway.
Yeah. It hit him and did no damage, apparently.
Not even forced him.
Nope.
Wait, if it's force damage, then it makes the arrow magical.
It does, you're right. It bounced off.
Well, this is not good. Super plus ungood.
Yep.
Anything else for Elrahir?
Stand somewhere where I'm not close to people, but I can't. No, this is a size. Because there's no scrolling left or right.
Well, if it's technically like endless, you can.
Okay. Anything else for Elra here?
Nope.
Okay. Bellator, you're up.
Just to straight up engage him, and then
He has no feet. He is sort of hovering. His bottom half just sort of comes down into like a smoky thing. There's no actual legs.
he still has an arm.
He does still have an arm. As you hit him, he has to make a strength saving throw. Oh, it actually can't be disarmed because he's using natural weapons. So, blah blah blah. So it doesn't need to make
He
strength.
just takes the damage.
17 damage. Your blade slashes out and bites into the shadowy form of the demon, and once more it laughs, sneering at you with its fanged mouth.
Does it leave a wound?
Doesn't appear to. Anything else for Bellator? You do have your other attack if you wish it.
I am actually going to use. No, I'm just going to sheath my weapon.
Okay. And it is Araman's turn, who looks down upon at you, and with his shadowy fists is going to strike at Bellator. 23 hits you, I believe.
Yes, just barely.
You take 11 necrotic damage and 3 strength drain.
Ooh, that's harsh.
Ooh, jeez.
I mean, you have the strength to tank that for a little bit, but still, very nasty.
Yeah, it would be nice if we had some light in here.
Let's see if I have anything.
Filion.
This is your soul.
Yeah, Filion is looking very intently at Grush, trying to figure out what can I do about this. Let me quick scroll my spells. Control Lesser Restoration.
Lesser restoration would work
It might.
on me.
It might.
No, it will.
There's a very desperate. Yes, it will.
No, I know it will. It heals ability damage.
Oh yeah, I'm not thinking about you. I'm I'm completely fixated on Grushk. I'm trying to remove the protection that he apparently has, and I, for some inconspicuous reason, did not bring Dispel Magic because I'm a derp. I'll just jump at the light you said and cast Fairy Fire in a box behind Bellator and Araman. So
Yep.
only to catch Araman.
Yep. Is that a
Which
saving
is
throw?
Dexterity save. Let me just quickly.
Dexterities.
Yes,
Dexterity.
Dex save versus 17.
Ooh, he is brightly lit up in lights, and for a
Very
moment
well.
is distracted by the shinies, but just sneers at your pathetic attack.
Well, it wasn't supposed to hurt you. Grush, do you know if you're protecting him somehow? This is your soul. I
Well,
would
can I
think you'd
try
have
to
power here.
unprotect them somehow? Is that even possible?
I have no idea. I'm asking you. It's your soul.
No, I'm asking the DM.
Can you unprotect him? You don't know that you are protecting him in any way.
Okay.
Is that everything? Is that everything for Filion?
Yes, that is my turn.
Rush.
Yeah, I tell him. As far as I know, I'm not protecting him. I'm gonna keep doing fire because did
I'm
it
gonna
you
die.
like
like it
doing
did
fire.
some
Nope.
type of
It
damage
appeared to do no damage at all.
at all? Okay, never mind then. That means he's immune against it. Ugh. How am I supposed to do? Hmm. I'm gonna check at what other spells I have. I can try to. I can try to freeze him. Could that work? Or, throw frostbite, basically.
You can certainly try.
Alright,
Might
I'm
be
gonna
effective with status effect.
move here so I don't hit Bellator. Here. Because I don't want to hit him. And then frostbite.
Okay, give me a to hit.
Actually, let me see, because so that it's not. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
PC 17 con save. Shadowbolt, the frostbolt leaps out, slams against the chest of the shadowy demon, and it just literally just brushes the pieces of frost from its chest and smiles at you. Grush, you should know. Even you cannot harm me in here. You have just been sacrificed. And when you are dead, I will be even more powerful. Is there anything else for Grush?
I'm gonna end my turn here.
Elrahir.
I'll just Hunter's mark him, I think.
Okay.
I'll shoot him once with a +1 arrow.
Okay.
Whatever.
Do you want to use your other shot? Your second shot with the +1 arrow slamming into the shadowy form and impacts and then just drops to the ground.
It doesn't bounce off like the last one.
It does very similar to what it did before. It appears to have done no damage whatsoever to Arama.
Was it exactly the same the way the arrow hit? Or
Yes, pretty much.
stop saying pretty much, yes or no?
Yeah, yes, exactly the same.
Okay,
it did
good.
no damage. I'm trying
And I'll
to be
just
flavorful.
go back to a +1, back to a regular arrow and just shoot him again.
Okay. Again, the arrow hits and appears to do no damage.
Holy shit, what is this guy?
I don't even know if I can't remember if the fire succeeded or not.
Yes,
It had.
yes, it did.
He's lit up. So
Yeah, then I didn't with myself.
Right, because you had advantage on the attack.
Yes.
Yes, in that case, yes.
I'll just roll twice again just in case I get a crit hit.
Just in case you get 2 more ones. That would be funny. Yeah, no, you hit and it did no damage. And you're no longer soiled. Anything else for Bellator? Oh, sorry, for Elrahir.
Nope.
Bellator.
Yeah, exactly that.
I am going to draw out my other sword And as I draw it out, I am going to visualize it as the Unihorn sword.
Ooh. Okay. You think of it as the sword of the Unihorn. It isn't, but you think it is. Give me a to hit roll.
Well, we're in a conceptual space. Who knows? Where am I? Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is.
Ooh, no, right. That actually misses. 26 hits. 26, your blade bites into, or slashes down towards the shadowy form and just seems to scrape off of the side of its body, doing no apparent damage to it.
Ugh. Athletics check to push him away.
Oh, with your shield.
Yep.
Ooh. 17. Yeah, he succeeds, resisting your pushing away attempts.
Alright.
Anything else?
That's me.
Okay. Araman once more lashes out. Who else is in range?
Welp. If I take strength damage, that is going to be game over real quick.
And he's going to lash out with one of his shadowy tentacle lashes out towards Villian.
I'm also easy to hit at 16.
Even easier when he rolls a 20.
Oh.
So take 19 necrotic damage, please.
Yeah, about that.
And
Holy
3
shit.
points of strength drain. It is a rolled amount of strength drain, it's not always 3. Yes, in here I am the master of all. You cannot defeat me. Villian, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to use, let's say, 4 of my class resource dice of the what's it called?
Yes.
Balm of the Summer Court to heal myself. So that's 46. For 12 and 4 temporary.
Yep. Feels 12 gives you 4 temporary. Very nice. Very nice.
Okay. I am going to walk in Grush's direction and away from this creature, and then just say, Grush, you have to fight him. He has control over this whole scenario, and it's in your head, so do something. And I actually still have an action left. I can't cast concentration spells because, of course not. He seems to be ignoring all damage. I am going to cast Lesser Restoration on Grush in the hopes that somehow I can alleviate whatever is on her.
Okay.
I hope this works.
Oh, I do, because otherwise the only other strategy I have won't be to your liking.
Oh, kill me. I got you.
Well, at least hurt you and see if it hurts him.
So what are you casting?
Any effect
What are
from
you
Lesser
casting
Restoration?
Casting it on whom?
Grush.
Grushk, do you have any afflictions other than a bad case of Araman?
No.
No,
The other than
That
Yeah.
has no effect.
Well, that's my turn then.
Okay.
Unless he can curse my coldness.
Top of the round. It is Grush's go.
Okay, so here's the thing. He's been talking about this being his realm, and since this is inside Grosh's soul, can we switch the playing field and take it into a place where Grosh is more familiar in? Like, switch the playing field entirely so it's not in a dark, desolate place. You know what I mean?
Okay, give me a wisdom battle of wills.
Alright, let's hope this works.
You're just gonna
Be
make
positive. Think
No!
positive. Oh my god!
no, in fact, definitely not.
The abyss opens up beneath us, and we're
You
fucked.
very definitely cannot imagine anywhere else. Your mind is just being overwhelmed by Araman's control.
Ah, damn. Hmm. I honestly don't know what to do. I'm going to. No, I can't do anything else. Trying to see what my dog does again.
Here's the target. You plonk it down next to somebody, and it gives them disadvantage on saving throws. I know that much. It's a
Yeah,
no-
which
it's
no-
we
against
have been
spells and not
succeeding with. So he's not immune to
no.
stuff like fairy fire. He is lit up. He just doesn't take any damage.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna move closer to Filion,
Okay.
like here, and now I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. Elrahir.
Yeah.
What are you
All
gonna
can
do?
think. All I can think about is Grush is a giant pain in the ass.
Okay. Do you wish to take any actions based on that?
Yeah, I want to see if I can get Araman a new haircut with arrows,
Okay. To save you rolling.
and at least give him a headache.
Okay. To save you rolling, you loose 3 arrows at him, and they all seem to just bounce off, doing no harm to him.
Yeah, we need Grush to succeed.
Are you able to boost my wisdom in any way, Filion?
I was
Not
just
saves.
thinking about that, and as it happens, I actually can.
Ooh.
I can. Next turn. I totally forgot that this would be helpful until you tried. I can do the wisdom of the owl or something. Not eagle splendor, cat's grace, fox's cunning, owl's wisdom. Targets had an advantage on wisdom checks. Yes.
Checks,
So
not
seeing-
saves.
Oh, is it a save?
I would
Yeah.
I would count it as wisdom check.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. In which case, I mean, Filion will. It's the end of his tool chest. Like this is the last thing he could think of. So obviously, I could think of apparently.
Okay.
So just helping you in a battle of worlds is probably
Anything?
his
Is there anything
next.
else for Elrahir?
Nope.
Bellator. As this leering 8-foot demon smiles down at you.
I'm 8 foot. He can kiss my ass.
Okay. He stares at you in the eyes. Stares you in the eyes.
Advantage, because, well, lucky that's advantage.
Yes. Why advantage?
Fairy fire.
Oh,
Fairy
fairy
fire.
fire, yes. Okay, the first one hit, the second one hit, they both hit. Both of your blows just clang off or skitter off the shadowy form of Araman. seeming to do no damage at all. This is my realm. You cannot harm me. You can just die. And this is 16. He manages to resist you once more, and your shield pushing.
It's his turn.
Araman is going to strike out of Bellator.
Of course he is.
Yeah, that's right. I rolled an 11. So, yep. And Bellator ducks behind his shield as the fist slams into the shield, and Bellator takes no damage. Fillion, you're up.
Well, yeah, I am going to drop the fairy fire in favor of Owl's wisdom on Grushk.
Okay.
And just concentrate and will it down.
Okay, so you concentrate, you give Grushk the owl's wisdom, and anything else for you?
That's a spell and it's an action, so nobody of us really hurt that much. Actually, I'm going to consume the rest of my my things here because I'm dying still.
Okay.
So that's 2 more. 4 more, and shit, I'm going to replace my. That was dumb. Anyway, that's me done.
No, because you've still got +4, so it doesn't overwrite it.
Oh, okay. I thought every instance of temp HP overrides the last.
I only do it if it increases, otherwise it just doesn't do it. It has no effect.
Oh, that's okay. So that's just for healing. That's nice. That's me done then.
Okay, Grushk.
Alright, let's do this wisdom battle. Hopefully it works.
What do you want to do? With this
Wisdom battle.
Yes, to do what? To achieve what?
We're gonna put him into my playing field. Meaning taking him out of his comfort zone.
So you want to take him to a place of your choosing?
Yes.
Okay, give me a wisdom roll with advantage.
That looks a whole lot better.
Yeah, if only I hadn't rolled a 22.
Holy
Damn
moly!
it.
Yeah, it's a demon, of course. Yeah, that's gonna be harsh. We just have to hold him, I guess.
Anything else for Grushk?
Is it showing any signs of effect? Any
None
ray of
whatsoever.
combat?
Well, when Grushk tries to change the playing field, he stares at Grushk as if, "Don't you even think about it."
Would you count this as a okay? I mean, this is a stupid question because would you count this as a spell? Because I'm thinking, could I technically use the quicken spell to try it again?
No,
Or do I have
it
to
is literally you're trying to pit your will against his in a
Yeah.
direct head-to-head, literally. Plus, on top of which, if you make me go and get another map, I will kill you. I will fly to Sweden and stab you in the eyes.
Denmark.
Denmark and stab you in the
Sweden.
eyes.
Anyways, I'm gonna step in front of Fillion.
Okay.
Just so that if he's going to attack someone, it's Grushk and not Fillion.
Okay. Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Elrahir.
I just want Armand to die so I can get out of this. Why am I even in Grushk's soul? Dumbest idea ever. And then I just...
I agree. It was our dumbest idea ever.
It's an idea, though. I mean, it beats no idea by quite a margin.
Well, you wanted
Nope.
you wanted to get
It was safer just having him in a cage every night.
you wanted to get rid of Araman.
I mean, we are still going to put you in a cage every night. That's just, you know.
So Elrahir, what are you doing? You just continuing to shoot Araman?
I don't have anything else. I don't have anything else.
Yeah, okay, so you release loose 3 arrows at Araman. I will save you rolling. It does no damage. Bellator. Again, your sword blows, I will save you rolling. Your sword blows do no damage. But you can try the shield bash if you like.
Nah,
Okay.
it wouldn't achieve anything.
Okay. Araman is going
That's my turn.
Araman is going to strike at Bellator because he's the only person in range. Misses. Filion.
Well, it's still a concentration check. Nobody is wounded, and I can't hold my action because I'm last in the round, right?
Yep.
So, I can hold concentration while in animal shape, though, right?
Yeah,
I'm
because
not sure I have
yes,
one left,
animal,
but let me.
animal shape is not a concentration. It's not technically a spell. It's just a natural ability you have.
Yeah. I lost one earlier flying the scaly baby to the airship, but I
Yep.
think I still have a second animal form, and in which case I'm going
Did you
to.
not use it to cross the chasm?
I think I climbed and had it in my kind of back
Did you?
pocket as a if I fall, but
Okay.
yeah, I'll trust your
No. If
memory over
you say you
mine.
didn't, I'll believe you.
Then I am going to just switch to Cave Bear for kind of safety reasons.
Okay, you should be able to drag a cave bear on for yourself.
Yep. And I'm going to back off even a little bit further.
I'll just put
Though
Filion down
that's an
here.
interesting question, actually. If I am losing my kind of superficial cave bear hit points, does that count against concentration? Probably, right?
Yes, but
Yes.
you have to use your bear You can use your bear constitution instead of your
Oh,
normal.
nice. Well, then it's a good move already. Yeah, and I'm just
Yep.
going to stand here and essentially wait.
Okay, Grushk.
I mean, hopefully you can switch the playing field because I'm going to try it again because I can't do damage, and that's the only thing I can think of. If I roll higher,
Do you guys want a hint? Do you want me to give you a hint?
I have a
Sure.
feeling we
I'll
have
take it,
something with the Battle of the Worlds, but make him vulnerable. But sure.
Okay. The hint being, you cannot hurt him because this is his playing field.
Well, then Grush trying to move it was kind of sensible, wasn't it?
Possibly.
oh, Grush is gonna try to wake up,
Okay.
bring him to the real world.
Okay. Give me an opposed wisdom roll.
All right.
At advantage, and yeah, sure. That though the Soul Stealer said to fight him in here. Did you still roll a 25?
Oh,
No, I rolled 2.
Oh, that is good. That is very good.
Grush, as you enter a battle of wills once more with Araman, all of a sudden he looks at you as if and says, "No, this is my realm. I rule here." And you can feel your wrists being held in two very tight grips. One's scaly and with feeling what feels like talons on its fingers, holding your hand against something hard and round, and another one quite stony feeling on your wrist, holding your other arm. but you gain feeling in your body.
Then let's go to mine.
I must say the stony grip isn't really. I mean, maybe
I
it,
know.
it turned to stone, but the stone element is gone
Has it?
because my concentration. Yeah, I ended the spell
Ooh.
to cast the.
Todrick could do
It wasn't broken, so the elemental is just dismissed. But yeah,
Yeah, Todrick could handle that.
true. Yeah, he would have lifted the thing.
Drush, do you have any movements you want to do?
Movements. Oh, so we can't, cause forced. Oh. Uh. I don't know. No.
No? Okay. Elra here.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
So we just got part of the way there then. I mean, you have enough arrows, don't you?
Yeah, I just...
Maybe something changed. I don't know. Maybe immunity turned to resistance or something.
I don't
just
know,
gonna
but his face
pull
is
up and
still
check it.
ugly.
Sorry, Elra here. What did you want to do?
No, I was just checking how many rounds it's been. I'll just shoot him again.
Okay, give me to hit rolls.
I get to do those now?
Mm-hmm. Because now it's important.
Yeah, just me being dumb. Can we just say that I never cast Hunter's Mark because it's concentration and so is haste?
Ah, yes, that's fine. Fifteen's good enough to hit. That's 27. Hang on, 27 and 27, 54. These. Sorry?
17 and 17 is 34.
34, sorry, yes. 34, 34.
I don't mind doing 54.
Yeah, plus the 20 is 54.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you said 27 and 27.
Oh, right, sorry, yes, I was counting. That's one of the nice things about Fantasy Grounds, it does all the math for you. Okay, your arrows thud into the body, and this time you can see them actually having some kind of effect on the beast as the arrows slam into its body. It screams in rage and pain.
You did something good, Groshk. For once.
Anything else for Elra here?
Nope. Well, I can get out of 30 yard feet and just stand.
Bellator.
Start the wailing.
Alright. Gonna action search.
You okay? That's what, 3 attacks?
4.
4. Does it give you another entire attack action, does it?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, it does, yes.
No advantage anymore, though.
25, 45. 45. The damage slams in. You almost sever what looks like it could be one of its arm from its shadowy form, doing
And
significant
I'm gonna
damage.
bonus action heal myself.
Okay, second wind. Anything else for you, Bellator?
Nope. That's all. Thank you very much.
Naraman is going to strike at you because you have annoyed him greatly. He is down. Ooh, he is down to there. As you injure him, it almost appears to grow larger and more menacing as he slashes out with 2 attacks. 21 doesn't hit your armor class. Is it?
22.
Yeah, so the 24 hits, doing 14 points of damage and 6 points of strength drain.
Oh, God damn.
Whoa, D6!
Yeah, I think
At least
I'm
I hope
going
it's only a
to-
D6.
Yeah, I
and not a
legit
D8.
can't hit shit now.
What's your strength now?
10.
10. Yes, you're at disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
He's because of his plate armor, he needs a strength of 15 to wear it.
Oh.
Yep.
So you are attacking at disadvantage.
Could
and your
really
movement-
use some of that
Yeah,
minor restoration.
yes.
and,
It's on its way.
and your movement speed is halved. He only hit with 1 attack. God. Fillion, you don't get a go in that corner. What would the large bear like to do?
Yeah, the large bear. The problem with the large bear is that he backed off so much that he's out of range of lesser restoration. Which is horrible, but it's the way it is. Cave
Isn't
Bear
it a
form
free
has what?
action to drop? Oh, wait, you.
It's touch range, and I only have a speed of 40 feet. I can speak. So, yeah, we are measuring from the character square, right? I'm
Yeah.
always mixing that up. So yeah, I am going to charge up here. I am going to drop Cave Bear and stand there.
You try to do a slide to try to get the Bellator.
Well, if it weren't like immersion breaking, I would stand there, lean forward, and wave my hand. Come here, come here. But no, I'm just going to. Actually, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to drop my form and say, "Come here, I can help you." And yeah, while I'm running up, even so it's less janky. And hold my action for Bellator to enter my touch range, and then cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay. Krushk.
Do I have to continue doing the wisdom checks, or should I try to attack?
Yes, do it.
You don't have to. You have regained control of your body.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Then I'm going to shoot the shit out of this guy.
With.
Okay.
Full barrage.
Oh, shit's on now, boy.
Okay. I'm going to be an asshole.
Fireball.
Bertram. 3 sorcery points to summon Bertram.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Can't summon him into your own soul.
Yeah, you realise that you wouldn't be able to summon him here because there is nowhere for him to appear.
Oh. That's fine. Gonna step aside. Here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna twin firebolt.
Okay. Give me 2 firebolts then, Mr. Grushk.
Just going to see how much it's 1 sorcery point if the spell is a cantrip. That's nice. Alright. This prayer actually hit though. So that's 9.
Yep, so
Do I do it again or
yes, you have to roll for the second one.
alright.
First one hits, the second one just hits. So it's 9 plus 7, that's 26 additional damage. He's looking very weakened. and very angry. Again, he. Hang on a sec, quick maths.
I'm going to taunt him. I'm going to say, "What's wrong, Iron Man? Not in your element?"
Araman seems to grow once more with size. I will destroy all of you. Elria.
Plop.
Okay.
Pew 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 pew.
15, 24, and 29 hits. It's 18.
12. So 42.
42. Meh. Okay. Araman is very seriously injured. Okay.
I got nothing else.
Nothing else. Bellator. Give me a strength saving throw. Oh no! Sorry, no. Sorry. Ignore me. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you want to move? That's fine. Do your moving, sir.
Yeah, I'm just disengaging. That's it.
Okay.
Now I'm in Filian's reach.
Filian can cast his spell which he had prepared.
Yes.
Lesser
Lesser
restoration. Let
Restoration.
me just look that up.
It removes one condition. I can paste the whole thing. There it is. Disease or condition afflicting it. Condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned, so it's not in that short list, but it still works. I think it's also a disease, but yeah, disease or affliction.
Yep. As you cast the spell, it has no effect.
Hashtag I tried.
Yeah, because specifically it is a greater restoration spell ability.
Yeah, or remove curse, probably.
Yep,
Something
one
along those
curse,
lines.
including the target's achievement or curse to magic item, and reduction to one of a target's ability scores.
Well, see you in 5 levels, I guess.
Oh, sorry, Bellator, did you want to do anything else? As you stagger backwards.
Nope, not a lot I can do.
Okay, Araman is going to lash out, and seeing that Filian is trying to aid you, is going to try and take out Filian, because Filian's just being annoying.
Helpful, yes.
No, annoying. And unfortunately, he gets 2 attacks. 30 is going to hit your armor class.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it sure will.
Take 27 damage and 1 point of strength drain.
That is me already out.
15, is that going to hit your
Oh,
armor
no,
class?
no, it's not. The first one is 15 is not gonna hit, and I have temporary hit points, so it's actually not killing me. 27, I survive with a whole 3 hit points.
Okay,
I am still technically standing.
And you
Probably
have-
not really standing.
And you have 1 point of strength drain.
Yeah, I'm down 4 now.
One on the D8. I can't believe that.
I am
Filian,
D8.
Filian,
So
you're
lucky.
up.
You're disgusting.
Yeah, it's,
Well, you
it's
want
terrible.
me to make it easy for you?
I could be dead. So yeah, I'm feeling very bad now. Very sudden, very bad.
What do you
My
want to do,
strength
Filian?
is 7. I am going to back the hell away while I still can. I'm
Okay.
going to run my sorry little ass, and then I'm going to heal it. At which level? I mean, why have them if you're not going to use them? I am going to cast Cure Wounds at 4th level on myself.
I will just say our man does appear to be badly injured, but big.
Yeah, and I'm sure Grushkin, Avery, and Bellator have the damage part under control, but
No, I don't.
Well,
I have
Probably
no
not.
more damage.
the other ones will take it up. Side note, I took a fuckload of damage, so I'm going to roll a, what was it, 27? So half that, I think, for
Oh yes,
Constitution
13. Yes,
saving
it's
throw.
13 for your fairy fire.
It's not fairy
Not
fire;
fairy
it's the
fire.
wisdom thing on Grushk, which
Grush,
I
yes.
don't know if it's any more
Constitution
important.
saving.
Constitution
Yeah,
saving.
con save, target number 13. And you make it.
Whew, I made it. Okay, so that spell is still up, and I'm going to roll for my cure wounds.
Okay.
That is 18. That's not
That's
enough,
awful.
but it's a bit.
It's been worse. If you remember the 9 points he healed with a 5th level spell.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was ridiculous. Okay, so that is my turn done, and Fillion is probably just gonna stammer something like "kill it, kill it, kill it," where he's running away.
Grush.
With all the rage that Grusk's been holding on to, he is going to summon the biggest fireball he has ever done at level 5.
Okay.
Did you say you have no damage left?
What?
I thought someone said he has no damage
Oh,
left.
that was
I thought
Bellator.
it was.
Bellator's
Oh, okay.
Bellator's
That makes
attacking at
sense.
disadvantage. He's
So
unlikely to do anything.
I'm gonna roll this, but I'm gonna roll the damage separately because I'm adding 2 more D. What is it? D6.
Yep. DC 17 to dodgy out of the rolly way.
All right, that one is a 2, so 40 damage.
Yeah, and I rolled a 1 for my dodging out of the way roll. How do you want to do this?
I Kamehameha the bastard. Like you see him put his hands together and he shoves a fireball that goes into Araman, and Araman explodes.
Just tiny little demon bits everywhere.
Yes,
Demon chunks everywhere.
you have
Chunks.
never
got him on.
seen Grushk this concentrated before.
As the fireball explodes, the whatever made up the form of Araman in Grushk's soul explodes outwards, vaporized by the super intense ball of light. You even have to shield your eyes from the glare, especially Bellator, who's right on top of it. And Bellator, if he had any facial hair, would probably have it a little bit singed as well, as this fireball flashes into existence as Araman vaporized, and the party reappears back in Barak's tower.
That was harrowing in the extreme. Villian is going to continue his fleeing out of this magic circle just so he can't be sucked back to wherever.
Grushk is gonna say to Todrick, "You can let me go now. I'm me."
You want a protein drink? As you are appearing, you can see that Todrick's got what you by one hand, and he's using his tail to hold your other hand, and is drinking a protein drink and offers you some.
No, I'd rather not.
Yes, it's putrid mess. So did you succeed? I see none of you are dead.
I think
yes.
so. Yeah.
Yes, and his soul will be trapped within these walls until such time as I receive a request to release him. Yes, I cannot imagine that will come soon.
There's still something left after what just happened. There's still something there of this creature.
Oh,
I just
yes.
blasted into 1,000 pieces.
No, his essence will be stored within these walls. The essence cannot be truly destroyed, but driving out that demon would certainly have weakened him.
Now that is good, because that certainly wasn't weak to begin with. I say we bury this place and never come back, and hope nobody else does.
You can't bury this place. This is my place.
But well, you didn't see you at the entrance. Didn't seem particularly lived in.
I've lived here for centuries. My tower, you can't miss it. Really tall.
Yes, you lived. Villian just pronounces the word lived very deliberately and then shakes his head and with a quick look around and seeing nothing of great interest in this room, starts walking out.
Yeah, I'll inspect all the books and see if there's anything interesting.
The books cover a great many different topics, all kinds. There's a massive eclectic library of different books, different subjects, covering everything from the nature of beasts to the properties of different metals, to the how to successfully crochet a blanket. Virtually, if you wanted to know it, is probably on a book on one of the shelves. The ceiling's about 20 feet tall, and the bookshelves reach right to the ceiling.
Correction, let's not bury this place. We have this little interesting pipe of insight of something. This would be the place, not a little like 2 bookshelf library on the ship.
I imagine like Todrick is a sloppy drinker, right?
Ish.
Because I want to test to see if, or Grushk wants to test to see if he has any magic left, so he's going to Presty Todrick.
You can press the dig. You do that
Presty.
thing. You pressed it.
Yeah,
You do press.
prestidigitation.
Thank you. You do Presty on Todrick, and he cleans up nicely.
That's weird.
Congratulations, you didn't
Mubarak.
become useless after defeating Haruman.
But the powers were never mine.
What are you talking about? You're a sorcerer. Of course the powers are yours. Oh, did he convince you that the powers were his to give to you? No, my boy, he merely showed you how to access them. But the power always came from within. The real power that you have is friendship. No.
Oh, jeez.
The power was within you all along.
Real power you had is friendship. Yes. It took a great measure of friendship not to just kill Grushk.
Elria, the whole room is full of good bits if you have a use for them. There are a variety of different tools. There's like one of every set of tools, possibly the exception of cooking and brewing. There are books on a variety of subjects. And with that, shall we take a short break, gentlemen?
Yes.
I'm gonna ask Baral about anything he can recommend
Oh, Barak.
later. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll discuss that. We'll have a short break. Wasn't too painful for anybody, was it?
Nope.
Nope.
We can look at Philly and we can ask.
I actually have to commend you on actually finding a way to legitimately kick me out of the fight.
Oh,
Didn't do anything to me though.
no, you weren't in range for long enough. And I did consider holding an action, but then I thought, but then I'm not going to be able to hit Bellator, and if I can't take Bellator out of it.
You could have. I would have just become a bloody metal man.
My AC became 21 in that fight, thanks to haste. With the disadvantage to attack rolls.
Jesus.
God, I love haste.
Yes. Yes, you could have become a metal man, but you still can, if you ask nicely.
No, I want to ask him to heal me.
Ask who? Just if it's
Mbarak.
healing,
The
it's
ancient
probably
wizard
Fillion.
who deals with soul magic.
Mbarak. He wants Mbarak to heal him.
Maybe he has a dispel curse spell.
It's probably going away just with time.
At the
I
moment,
don't want to risk that.
yeah, at the moment, Bellator is somewhat sort of plodding rather than his usual brisk steps. He's somewhat plodding in his armor.
Which
Plus the
would be,
fact that we came across 2 chasms to get here.
yeah, that would be bad. And I don't fancy resting among these creations.
You don't want a nice, fresh metal body, Philly?
Yeah, I mean, druids and metal is a great combination generally, so
Yeah, well,
I think I'll pass.
you probably would lose your shape-shifting ability, which would be, I suppose, maybe a small disadvantage.
General, like, spellcasting.
No, you just shapeshift into a car.
That's a horrible movie and you should feel bad for it.
Hey, but it was a great cartoon.
I'll take your word for it. So you turn into, oh god, not Herbie. What's it called?
I feel like Fillion would be one of those
What kind of a car would you
bully
be?
hippie vans.
Yes. Yes, one of those Volkswagen hippie vans.
Das Auto.
Fuck Volkswagen.
of all things with that accent, just for reasons unknown.
Schwersprung durch Technik. Which is
Something along those
German.
lines.
Something like that.
How did we get here and why?
Yes. Because you were going to turn into, was it? No, it's not Beetlejuice. That's something else. Butterfly. No.
Beetlejuice.
It's not a Volkswagen Beetle. Those are a little bit smaller and less hippie. Yeah, something. I'm totally not a car person.
I thought you'd get it every time. I kept saying, "This is my battleground," because he was in control of Grushk.
No, I tried. I tried to switch to Battleground, but I was about it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think about it as a body, and just like mindset, kind of his. It was all dark and shadowy and depressive, so maybe just lighten up a little, but didn't really help.
Well, that's the best end to 6 months of planning.
I mean, to be fair, like we only
That's
survived
more than 6 months.
survived to this point because you rolled really badly on your d8s. Like a few of those hits could have even reduced Bellator pretty damn quickly.
Yes. Yeah, they would have certainly destroyed Bellator.
So Grosk is going to attempt to speak to our man.
I mean, to be fair, It would have destroyed anyone.
Oh yeah, Bellator was just the most resilient, and if it can get him, everyone else is turbo fucked.
Yes. Well, that's the last you'll ever see of Araman.
Or is it?
Or is it? I'll just show you that, just so you can see. He was horrifying.
I mean, we've seen those before in the one of the first missions, one of
In
the early
fact, we saw
missions.
him as that when we were in the Shadowfell.
Yes,
Mm.
or his brothers, to be exact.
Oh no, that's right. He just took over your body.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, so Araman basically got more powerful as he got injured. And there were two ways to do it. One was to kill Grushk, or the other one was to force, or the other one was for Grushk to take back control.
Well, lucky we discovered the first, discovered the second option after the before the first, because without Crush doing major fire damage, that could have gone real bad.
Indeed. Is everybody back?
Mm-hmm.
Very well, then we shall continue.
Yeah, Grush is gonna ask in his mind, to see if Arman's there.
And for the first time in many years, Grushk, it is completely silent. There's not even, you can't even sense Araman lurking in your mind.
So you're gonna see, like, Groshk has a very happy expression. He is very happy. He goes towards Elra here, and he gives him a hug.
Oh boy, this is dire.
Okay.
And he's going to say thank you.
Nope.
give me a dex or yeah, give me a dex check, Grush. See if you can hug Elra.
Before
Alright.
Dimension Door.
No,
That's not a bad roll.
Yeah, it's a valiant effort, but
Mm,
the elvish dexterity just allows him to duck out of your grasping green arms and away.
You're
Alright,
welcome.
Grushk is gonna be just, take out an arm, and he'll say, "Will a handshake do?"
Sure. Yeah.
And he's gonna say thank you. And then he's gonna go do the same towards Bellator, unless Bellator dodges.
I can't dodge. I'm in the heaviest armor possible.
Then he's gonna
Haven't you
hug.
started stripping yet? Because you can't walk around with it on.
No, I've just been waiting here for the wizard. Mubarak, can you help me?
Yes, of course. Give one moment, and he floats over. Oh, these fingers! I can't undo the buckles. You'll have to. I can't help you out of your armor. You look like you've been weakened.
Are you able to return my strength to me?
Your strength. I would no, I cannot do that. I would maybe a cleric could do it, or your friend, the Homo sapien creature, he could do it.
Then I'll start getting out of my armor.
Not in my repertoire of spells, though I could teleport you to the surface.
Oh, that would be good.
That would save us a lot
Wait
of
until
trouble.
after I've inspected your library, because your library is interesting.
Oh, many
And after
books.
I've gotten out of my armor.
Yes, many books. If you find anything you find interesting, please help yourself. I don't really use the books much now. I can't use the tools either.
I'll help you out of your armor if you want it. And I'm just gonna stand beside here.
I'm literally gonna take all the books on blacksmithing, just for Bellator to have them.
Okay. Yep.
Thank you.
You walk around. You find. Give me an investigation check. Let's see how well you do on.
It was just the chair. Was the bonus? Was it something else we had, or was it just the chair?
I believe there was. It should be in the your magic items section. It was the monocle, scholar's monocle. Who's got that? Ellery. Oh, you've got the scholar's monocle. Advantage on. Yep, you've got advantage on intelligence checks. So yes.
Good. I will. Well, I'll just put it on and then start looking.
So Ellery attaches a monocle and starts perusing the books. Oh yes. And manages to collect, going around the different bookshelves. As I say, several of the books over here, you find a couple of books over there that would have been very useful, but they have long since water-wrecked and mouldy and are of no use whatsoever. But you managed to gather a good pile of books.
Gosh, prestidigitation.
They are beyond saving. Leave me with my flavor text. They are beyond saving.
I'll grab blacksmithing,
Yep.
wood carving.
Give me one for wood carving.
Could you also look for Arcana while you're at it?
Not that lot much on wood carving, unsurprisingly, as it doesn't appear that he's spent an awful lot of time with wood carving. Most of it you either read or know the people who wrote it, or just know that the people who wrote it were idiots and wrong.
Yep. I'll look for Arcana, the like beasts and like books like the ones I have about.
About the books similar to this, yeah. Okay, give me a roll for books on beasts, and you do find a good selection of books on various beasts, magical and mundane, fantastical beasts, and where to find them.
God damn it.
This is for the Arcana.
For the Arcana, you do find a good number of books, some very good texts on Arcana. So yes, if you want, you can. Do you want to do like just general history as well? Let's find some books on general history.
Why not? Honestly, if I could, I would just literally take the entire library.
Who's got room in their bag of holding?
I do. I don't have much in it.
I do now, since I don't have meat in it.
It depends on the space, like how much space it does a bag of holding hold. First.
Who's got bags of holding?
I do.
Me, Bellator, and Groshk.
Between the three of you, you could get most of the interesting books in there.
Okay. I'm also gonna investigate the tools.
Okay, yep. There's one of every set of tool in here, including some tools you don't even know what they're actually for, which you could possibly also carry out in your regular packs.
Fillion did cast Detect Magic before, but he only inspected the circle.
The
and
thing
not
is, the
anything
whole
else.
room looked magical
Yeah.
because of Mubarak. So
Yeah, basically, Mubarak, the whole room is magical for a reason that I won't get into. It stores souls in it.
Yeah.
But I will for free tell you none of the tools are magical.
Okay.
The chairs.
Are these actual scrolls or?
They're just I was including that with along with the
books, yeah.
library and what have you. Yes, and scrolls and tools and more tools down here and bits and pieces. So basically, you tidy it out and you can put together a library on board your ship should you want one.
Yeah. legends and lore also, just in case we fight awful things.
Yep, that would kind of come under either Arcana or
History.
the history Arcana or the beasts. Some of the beasts will be included in that. Like abominations and what have you may not. They may be more on the Arcana side of things, but yes. You can get all of that, and you can be teleported back to the start of the, to the outside of the temple if you should wish it. Bellator, is there anything you want down here?
Books,
Yep.
items. There are crafting tools down here, right?
Yes, there's one of every set of crafting tool.
I'd like to pick up the smithing set.
Haven't you already got a smithing set? I thought you got a set of +1 smithing.
Spare is always nice.
Okay, yep, fine.
And that's about it. I believe Elry already picked up the book, so.
Yeah, between you, Grush, and Elry, yeah, you can cram most of the books into the bags.
So unless there's anything else that's here of interest.
Since this was the tower, and right above the tower there was those creatures, we could ask about that. If
Well,
he
he
knew
also-
anything about it. And the
He also
name.
thinks the
I forgot
tower
the
is still high, so he operates on.
I mean, yeah,
Based
but
on-
those. I mean, apparently the witch thing has been going on for quite a few years, right? He might have been
Yeah.
here during that time.
Well, it can't hurt, I guess. Mubarak, do you know about the frog people in the swamps outside?
Oh, the bullywugs. Yes, I know about the bullywugs. Yes, they're a race of people that live in the swamps. I don't really know much more than that. I've got a book here. I had a book here.
That would be
I have it now.
great if it wasn't in the moldy pile, but yes, that should answer the question then. Because I'm really curious as to how they propagate and
You see,
if it's a curse or something.
You see as he wanders over to here and reaches in, and quite strangely, he reaches into one of the nearly empty shelves and just picks off what looks like a spectral book and opens it in his hands. There's no book there for him to have picked up, and yet he has picked up a spectral book. And the bullywugs, yes, the bullywugs give birth to live young, which grow in the spawning pools. And he lists off a whole way that they stay born naturally, none of which includes witch magic
Humans
or anything
in
like that.
any.
No.
Do they cast magic? Do they know
Oh yes,
sorcery
yes.
in any way?
Some do know magic. Yes. Didn't really interact with them much. I certainly haven't interacted in the last 400 years. A small accident down here, and I'm bound to this room.
That is. Well, that could mean either one of the two ways, but I guess we'll have to. Well, no, we can't check in the book. You did that. Do they interact with humans in any way? Do they mix with humans? Do they
Only
stay
as
away
far
from
as
them?
only as far as humans sometimes have shiny things that they like. They are generally keep themselves to themselves.
Well, then this child is either the victim of a curse of some kind, or something entirely different.
Indeed. Yes, it sounds dreadful, whatever it is. Now, do you wish to be sent to the surface?
I think that would be a good idea, yes. I don't like this place much.
Step inside the circle and I will send you to the surface. Todrick, of course, takes the seat. Okay, and he'll teleport you back to the surface. That's not the surface. There's the surface. You are teleported back up to here. And you are stood outside the ruined tower. Yeah.
We're
the
not.
map's still on the inside map, so you may have.
Yes,
Not
that's
moved
right,
us.
because I haven't moved you. I'm so sorry.
Oh yes, I remember this place.
So you are outside the ruined tower.
Are there large numbers of bullywugs, live ones at least, around us, or are we?
You appear, and as you appear, you can hear and bushes, and so you can hear the sound of splashing and slapping feet as some creatures that may have been spying on this area suddenly run away in various directions.
Well, this can be good or it can be very bad. I don't intend to stay around to figure it out. Let's go. This is a pretty dreadful place. It's better than down there, but it's still dreadful. I'd fly if I could, but
Okay, what does the party? What do you want to do as a party?
go the way we came.
Okay.
Any places to the
And
contrary?
we have the ship just not far from here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's just.
So you're heading back to the ship. Yes.
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, back to the boat, please.
Okay. As you return to the boat, you find everything is as you left it. Alice Watts is. No, hang on. No, you did. You sent her back, didn't you? So Nessa
Yes.
is looking after the child in her room. She has got she's set up a small cot for the child. And you're on your boat. Where would you care to go? Or what would you is there anything you would care to do on the boat before you leave?
Well, there is the matter of this child still to contend with. Let's just check the books while we maybe sort them into a new library. Probably the one about bullywugs isn't in there, right?
And the book that contains information on bullywugs, yes. Elra picked that one up.
Oh, they're just good. Yeah, I think I'm going to have a closer read of it just to make sure that I can't find anything on this curse, witch mark, whatever it is.
Okay, give me an Arcana check if you're going to sit down and read that. What's everybody else doing?
Setting up a library, probably.
Okay, are you all just going to be sorting the books and setting up the library, sorting out the tools?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, okay. It'll take you, the four of you doing it and working together, it'll take you a couple of hours, at which point Nessa calls, "Lunch, be ready. If you want some."
I think we can
I report
all
for
agree
lunch.
that we liked some.
Yeah. As soon as that happens, you just see Grushk taking the Arcana Beast book with him, as he is going to read it while he eats.
You really shouldn't do that.
All right, he's gonna. I got prestidigitation. It's fine.
You can use Mage Hand to hold it up and flip through the pages
Oh.
and not.
That's true. Forget. Magic is really useful.
I mean, I would say telekinesis, but I'm out of it.
Yeah,
That's
telekinesis for holding a book would be slight overkill.
But yes, you sit down and you enjoy a delicious meal of roasted potatoes and some of the some of the unsalted meat that you brought back, which hasn't been salted, so she's using it up as quickly as possible. She have nice big thick steaks and some potatoes and some bread and a nice gravy. And then she rushes off and goes, I must see to the child. Is there anything else that you want?
Not for now. Thank you for the attention.
She bends down and picks up a small basket covered in a cloth and rushes out to go and back to her room to sort out the child.
Yeah, sorting out the child. 25 Arcana. Anything in that book where I've been reading while the rest have been working?
You have, reading through the book, you find that there is a creature that sounds vaguely similar. It's a creature called a slard. It is not native to this plane of existence. In fact, exactly where it comes from is hotly debated amongst scholars, but they can infect other people by the use of tadpoles. This leaves a mark upon the skin, usually, but it will begin to either change the creature infected and the creature will grow into a slug, or it can, if it's introduced to a human, to an adult, it can actually just burst out of a fully grown human host.
The full-grown slard.
Not full grown, but it will become a full grown slug, or it can transform a very young child that's been infected.
Does the book say anything about what they are like? Kind of what a slot does? What like are they sentient? Are they?
Yeah, they are,
I mean,
they
I
are
have an idea, but
they are very, very sentient. They come from, say, from a different realm of existence, and it's again it's argued as to exactly where it's coming, exactly where the
sure,
slab
yeah.
live.
But it's probably not like the only other plane of existence that Filion would probably have some reasonable understanding of would, or at least like knowledge about would be the Feywild, and
Yes.
it's very much not there, right?
No, it's very much not the Feywild.
Do I know which realm they come from?
Again, not really in your wheelhouse either. You know it's not the Feywild. And exactly where they come from, people have been arguing about for years as to whether they come from the ether itself, whether they come from another physical plane of existence, or whether they're just magically created creatures that have learned how to replicate themselves by the use of like an infesting tadpole that crawls into somebody.
I am going to kind of get the group together after the meal and explain what I've learned after making excuses for saying this after dinner. At least I didn't say it at dinner, which is very not, tasty. Now here's the problem. I don't particularly enjoy this, but I don't think this child should live. It's the risk of it spreading, and I don't know these creatures. I don't think they
The
belong
other thing
here.
you will have learnt from them as well is they are absolutely evil. They have no qualms or compunctions about wiping out sentient life and using it as hosts for their children.
That adds a little bit, not as much as the fact that they don't belong on this plane, and this might spread an infection around of things, humans that do belong here, turning into outsiders of sorts.
I believe that's why the people send these children to the swamp.
Yes, that might well be the case, and the bullywugs might have inadvertently, in their belief in whatever this creature was that we slew, this giant bullywug, they might have actually served a useful purpose in disposing of the infected, which is a little bit ironic, but I suppose you do not have to know what you're doing to be useful to the greater good.
But is there a way to maybe cure it?
If it's an infection, I mean, I will try. I still have spell slots left. I will try a lesser restoration. I forget if I already did that.
You did one
I
from
think I
Bellator.
did, and it didn't yield anything.
You with the 25, you would know that it would be a greater restoration to kill the tadpole in the child or an adult human.
And is there an actual possibility of returning it to a normal human, or is the kind of the damage, so to speak, permanent?
The damage is done on a child. The damage has been done.
Well, I think we yes, let's give it a night's rest, and if nobody has a particular meaning to the otherwise, I will take it away in the morning.
If you want, I can try to get the greater restoration. It's a 5th level, so overnight I can take that.
Can
Can you?
you?
It's a 5th level. If it was an Arrow Man who switched the spells, and if it continues with me being allowed to change.
There was not like can sorcerers use greater restoration?
No.
Yeah, I thought so.
I would be
divine
very.
soul.
Oh no,
sorceress.
divine. Never
Yeah,
mind.
you have to be a divine
Yeah,
soul to use
that
it.
that's really squarely a cleric thing, and
Damn.
even then, I would not be.
Bards,
I mean,
bards,
Filion would not
bards,
be.
clerics, and druids are the primaries.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
druids
think
can
I
prepare their
can.
spells every morning.
Yes.
Yes, but it's not in the list. I thought. Let me quick check that. I thought. I mean,
Greater
it's not.
restoration is 5th level.
Yeah, and don't I? I'm confused.
I have no idea what spells level you have.
I mean, I'm the same level as you guys, right?
Yeah,
So
but
I
I
should
am a
have.
ranger. I'm a half caster. I have 3rd level.
Oh yeah, I'm a full caster. I do have 5th level spells,
should have
and I
a
indeed
5th
can
level.
do greater restoration. Yeah, sure. So yeah, leave it to tomorrow. But from what I read, I don't think this can still be saved, even if we banish the actual infection. It has already done its work. There's such things that cannot be healed, at least not with.
Yes.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Do any of you guys have a
Wish spell.
no? Have a qualm about maybe waiting for another day here?
No.
What do you want to do?
I have an idea, and I only have one 5th level spell slot. So, well, there's this spell.
Yeah.
It is humanoid,
Yeah.
and if I
Read the
greater
cost.
restoration it's also not a slot. I can kill it, and I can reincarnate it into a healthy body.
No, I don't care. It's not a Goliath baby, and even if it were, I still wouldn't care.
That is fine. I don't need your care. I just need no opposition. This is a way to save this life and to heal this person without.
But when I say I don't care, I mean I won't. I won't intervene.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But I'm just making it very clear that if nobody opposes this violently, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, this is
Remember
probably
to
the
read the
kind of
cost
thing
of
you've never thought of.
reincarnation.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah. As I've said before, returning creatures to life, and my rules for returning creatures to life are a little bit different. Most of the time, I don't worry about spell components except when you're
Yeah,
returning
but
to
this
life.
is obviously a different level. Yeah, sure. Well, it was a fun idea, but yeah, it's also an adult body, and really, it would cause a lot of grief to have
Oh
a
my
random
god,
baby
it'll
in
be a
adult's body.
baby
It
way
would.
in an adult
It
body.
it wouldn't be an adult body. It would be a baby's body.
Okay, yeah, it says in the spell, but it makes sense to give it an
Yeah.
age-appropriate body. It would be hella funny to have, like, what can it be? It can be a dragonborn, have be a full-grown golden dragonborn, just sit there and cry the whole day and shit itself.
Ah,
Okay,
Rax is into
I,
gaming.
I am going to stop this train of thought immediately, and yes,
Oh, that's amazing.
I will take it away in the morning. I will cast the Greater Restoration just to see the effect, but
So
beyond that,
the night passes, and you Grush, you regain all of your hit points, lost hit points, and spell slots that you lost, and
Yes.
half of your lost strength returns.
oh, this is very helpful.
I mean, I didn't lose my strength. I was
Does
back.
that happen for me too?
Yes, it does.
So you're up to 15, which means you're still disadvantaged with.
No, he's not. 15 is the number he needs. Is the strength.
Oh, I thought you said 16. Also.
No, 15 is what he needs to move in heavy armor.
So yeah, at the break of dawn, Filion will take the baby from our cook and thank her, and I'm going to bring it back
Where are you taking it?
to its mother. I'm sure she is waiting eagerly.
Oh, back in the village. Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Well, I
Yes,
fed it some bugs last night, and it seemed to enjoy them. It's a strange little creature, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. But I think I can remedy the bugs part,
Oh,
at least somewhat.
okay.
Yeah, and I'm not going to fly to the village.
As you take
I'm
it,
going to fly.
as you walk up the corridor. I don't know why I'm doing this, but still, as you walk up the corridor and past the machinery of the gem, the little creature looks up at you and grasps one of your fingers, and looks at you with big blinking eyes, rather large, bulbous blinking eyes.
Yeah, I'm going to pull my finger away because I can't get invested in this, and I'm going to wrap it real tight in this nappy or whatever it came in,
Yep.
and make it so that I can carry it as an eagle.
Yep, it's wrapped in a blanket that
Yeah.
Nessa gave to it.
That's very nice of her, and I'm going to take eagle form and fly to the same spot, roughly, if I can't find it, that the bullyworks is essentially took it from in the first place.
Oh right, yeah, the great tree, yes.
The great tree, right?
Yep.
Child bones and all. Put it down, turn back into human form, and cast Greater Restoration on it, just to see the effect.
It looks up at you, this big googly smile on its face. And it doesn't seem to have any effect.
Well, that being as it is, let me actually. Yep, Filion steals himself and stabs the baby. Because of course he does.
What alignment are you?
Hmm?
What alignment are you as a druid?
I am neutral good. I mean, druid technically only forces me to be
Neutral.
neutral on the
Okay.
low versus chaos axis.
Yep. So you pull out your belt knife, looking down at the child as you bend down, you grip the child and place the tip of your dagger just beneath its breastplate. Its legs are wiggling inside the wrapped up blanket, and it's smiling at
Yes.
you.
I'm trying to save it the being eaten by wild animals.
And as it smiles and googles up at you, its eyes suddenly open wide in anger and agony as the blade plunges deep, and the eyes close. The legs stop wiggling, and the small and it goes silent and still. As you pull the dagger out and wipe it clean on the blanket, you stand and you look down upon the small corpse.
I'm going to pull the blanket over it, transform into an eagle, and fly away.
You heartless bastard.
Filion has priorities, and preserving this village, and then, well, he thinks he did the right thing in some capacity.
Fly back to the ship in eagle form. I won't make you use 2 uses. I'll be fair. You fly back to the ship and return, regaining human form once you land on the deck.
Could we get the world map, please?
The world map.
Yes. Let's get away from this point. We did all we needed to do here. We recharged the crystal.
I hand crushed the letter.
Oh yeah, that he arranged his own rescue.
Oh yes, Grushk. Yes. Wonder where I left that.
Yeah, well, with the amount of handouts, no wonder. Filion makes very clear that he urges leaving.
Yes.
Nobody go to this village. Nothing of the sorts. Just let's get away from here.
And that, Grushk, is the letter that was sent to everybody except you.
I didn't get any letter. Or it didn't pop up.
Maybe you have no viewing access.
No, it didn't pop up for him anyway.
Well,
No.
it did pop up for me, so I assume
let's
it
try
popped
again.
up for everyone who can see it.
There you go. Did it pop up now, Grushk?
Yes.
And hopefully for Grushk that answers a few questions. And possibly for Filion, actually, because I don't think Filion's seen the letter.
I had seen it.
All right.
Yeah.
I
I
showed
think
it.
I didn't. I didn't initially get it, but
Yes.
I think Arrow here shared it.
Yeah. So, you are just outside Merkmire. Where would you care to go?
Well, before we took this diversion, the aim eventually was temporary style. So
I was pretty sure we're gonna go here just so like we don't.
Do I know who
yeah,
Krindar Bast is?
You have no memory of him.
High Arcanist of Lushel.
Okay, but he's a high priest of Bahamut.
Yes. But he modified your memory after asking. As it says in the thing, your memory was basically wiped clean.
Yeah. No, but what I was asking is like if I had any previous recollection of him before asking him for help.
No, all thoughts of him were removed.
Okay.
So you're going to set out. So are you heading sort of straight to the coast, or are you going to head straight for Temple Vistal?
I think we came to the conclusion that we wanted to not fly into Temporistar.
Yeah, that's what
But
I was wondering
rather
if you were
to
going to
the
hit the
coast.
coast and then sail to Sagebrook, get some repairs done.
Yeah,
or
I think that actually was the plan, and then
or sail up to Temple Ristal.
maybe Sagebrook repairs and then on to Temporistar.
Sagebrook
Also,
doesn't
I
have
think
much though, so
it should be. It's a coastal town, right? So
It's
it should at least
small
have.
village. It would
Okay.
have people capable of repairing and making sails, but they would have to. They still wouldn't have the large quantities of canvas that you would need for your ship. But they
Right.
could do it.
Yeah.
And they also
mean-
think highly of the party. So if you ask them to keep this on the quiet, they probably would.
And we could kind of ship into Temporistar on our own and send out the required supplies.
Yeah, you could.
Just under some
you could,
pretense.
yeah, or you could hit the coast and just sail into Temporistal and get it all done there. It's up to you guys which way you want to go.
True, but if we sail into that with no sails to propel us and instead a big
have a
fuck of
sail.
crystal.
You have
we do.
you have the lower sails on each of your.
But I reckon we could pick up a sail at what do you call that place?
Sagebrook?
Sagebrook.
Yeah, they could do the work. They would still have to send a Temporistal for because you'd need a lot of canvas. But they could do the work and would probably not tell people if you flew the ship in and landed in the water.
I say
I
we
mean-
do that.
I think from where we are, we could avoid any of the major town. Actually, if we're here, right? No, we're up here, Merkmire.
yeah. Well,
Then
that's
yeah, we
just a
could
straight
follow
line.
this purple line through.
It's very pink.
to Sagebrook.
I'm very sorry for the painting.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
It's
So that would
So
be a
pink and
win.
purple are very much like orange and red.
yes.
They're essentially the same color.
So, Bellator, you want to get to there for the first couple of days? Give me a
Yep.
roll, or a sailing roll.
Wait, what's that? Another one. 4 days? I'm racking up this flight, this air time.
Yes, you will get to cash your air miles in later.
No, he's not cashing in air because he's the pilot. He's training, gets better at it.
Yep, you managed to make the first leg of your journey with no problems whatsoever. Now you have a choice. You've gone for 4 days. I'm going to say a square around each of the villages at potential spotting.
But we are
Travelling by night, lad. I believe.
it's the 4th day, so we have to stop.
You have to stop tomorrow.
Over these last 4 days, have I regained all my strength?
No, you haven't.
Boo.
Well, you
Yeah,
would have
but-
noticed that after the first day, so you would ask
Yeah, I
greater
can.
restoration.
True, True. Every day I can cast 1 greater restoration. So if it has been 4 days,
So we can
I
say
can
that
have
yes, you have had,
restored every.
you can have all had your strength. Both Filian and Bellator can have their strength returned.
Thank you
During
very
those
much.
days, I would like to replace my cage bed with an ordinary bed, if that's possible.
Yes, certainly. You throw the are you
Nah.
throwing the cage out?
Now we'll keep the cage, but we'll put it somewhere else in
Okay,
case, we ever get a prisoner.
prisoners, prisoners and what have you.
Or if
Whilst
someone else picks up an unwanted passenger.
Yeah.
yes, yes. So you make your first day. Your first leg of the trip to here. Are you going to try and land in the trees to try and hide your ship on the 5th day?
Yeah.
Give me a piloting roll for that. Okay, you pilot the ship in. Not entirely comfortable or sure of yourself with the ship. You manage.
I'm gonna use Indomitable here. See if I can get a higher score. Nope, didn't get a higher score.
Would you?
Ooh.
Now it is using the higher of the two and not the second roll. I just want
Let me.
just curious for kamikaze effects.
No, I have to use a new roll.
Ooh, would anybody like to possibly spend an inspiration on this?
Well,
I
since
don't
we didn't have
have
a
an
recap
inspiration.
today, we
Who did the recap last time?
I think I did.
Well,
If you wouldn't mind saving our asses.
Yes,
We
I
didn't.
would in fact mind saving our ship. Like, this is a very much an SOS type of situation. I do not want a tree to come up through my bedroom. So
I've given Todrick an inspiration that he can spend. If you would like Todrick to spend it.
nah,
Yep, he's not here. He can.
Todrick-
I'll take his help.
I am not a giant dick. I wouldn't want him to spend an inspiration while he's not here.
Todrick is spending his inspiration because he did the recap, which I forgot to do. I forgot to get you to do today. So you may re-roll, Mr. Bellator, to try and park the ship. You
Thank you.
you find a nice clearing and park the ship down inside, quickly furling the sails. You've noticed that your control of the ship is getting better, though again you are still having to manually control like landings and what have you. You still haven't quite got that sorted yet. That passes the first thing. Let's just. Would somebody like to roll me a d20? Okay, yep. Nobody spots the
Oh,
ship.
it's an 8. I accidentally rolled with the modifier.
That's right.
Fast or
So, you spend 72. Spend just a long day hiding in the woods. Nessa enjoys making meals for you, and as she's making a meal, Filian, did you when you returned the child? What did the mother say? Was she happy to see it?
yes, she was very glad to, and I'm going to lie my ass off basically. Everything went fine. She was very happy that we saved it, and
Oh, I am glad. But I will need you to give me a deception roll.
yes, I dreaded that part. This is going to be horribly bad.
Hey, at least now you still have your inspiration point.
That is true, and I am willing to spend it on this if I find deception. I don't think I need to.
Oh dear Lord, Filian, liar in chief. Filian, without breaking his munching on his breakfast toast, looks up and nods. Oh yes, she was very pleased, and lies very convincingly, so convincingly that even the rest of you guys probably believe him.
I don't care.
Actually, did you even tell anybody what you did, Filian?
Not explicitly. I told them the idea about resurrection or reincarnation, rather, and then
And then just
I-
taking care of it.
Yeah, just
Yes,
saying.
and
Grosh
then
would
I
have been
said I'll take.
against it otherwise.
Yeah, I said I'll take it away in the morning, and
Yeah.
then did not specifically say anything.
Okay. So, do you guys want to talk about anything whilst your ship is recharging?
I'm gonna check with everyone. Do we need any more supplies?
I think we're probably stocked up until we get to Temporary Star, right?
Nessa would like a chance
Just
to get some more vegetables. We're running low on fresh vegetables. We're down to potatoes as being the only vegetable she's got on board.
Would that means either
We do still have the cart, don't we?
yeah, we do.
And
Do you?
we are going to cross the road anyway, so we might just hide out near it, touch down the cart, go into Canyon Crossing, and
It's faster to
come back.
just go from here while we have to wait for the ship to recharge anyway.
Right, it's a whole day, but is that within a
Well,
day's travel?
No,
That looks
it'll
like
take you
more
2
than.
days to get to Canyon Crossing and 2 days back.
Well, you could
Aglim.
go.
Sorry?
Aglimors is 1 day.
The ruins of Aglimore, you could go there.
Oh, ruin. Okay.
Yeah, no, I think maybe where we pass by, or we just do without for a few days. I can.
No, I think we can. If you guys go ahead, right ahead to Canyon Crossing, I can bring the ship. Move my character sheet here. I can bring the ship here during the night.
And yeah, and you could set out from the morning from Canyon Crossing and meet him up here.
Yeah.
If you so wished. Is that the plan?
Yes, and I mean we can survive without vegetables for a few days. Fillion won't like it, but we can if we.
How soon they get attached to their little flying boatie. So, who's going in the cart?
At least Grosh, because he has charisma.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be the horse again. I don't think we actually have a horse on board, so it's a horse-drawn cart. I think I am done to be the horse.
You could actually go to Canyon Crossing and ask if they have any horses.
Yeah, but do we want to have a horse on board of a ship?
You can only be a horse for 4 hours. And no, you don't have any on board.
That is true, yes. I mean, but to be fair, Bellator can probably, with his strength restored, pull the cart, no problem, especially empty. But
So could Todrick, actually.
yeah, I mean, let's have them do it while it's empty, and I can go horse for 8 hours, which should be enough
To get you
to
out of
do it on
Canyon
the way back.
Crossing. Or you could do 4 hours into Canyon Crossing, stock, because that wouldn't look too odd. 4 hours into Canyon Crossing, stock up, and then camp outside Canyon Crossing for the other, and move 4
True.
hours that way.
True, that is also a good idea.
And that would attract less attention than a Dragonborn dragging a. Well, a Dragonborn's going to attract attention anyway.
Yes, but we are travelers on the road. Those tend to be a little bit weird.
Yeah, but even for travellers on the road, Dragonborn are unusual. You've not met one before.
Well,
So-
if we leave on foot, we can ensure nobody's following us.
Yep.
So.
Okay, so you travel down to Canyon Crossing, and you can find Nessa will go with you as well. She will, and she will go with you. So it's Todrick, Grush, Nessa, and Fillion. All going down to Canyon Crossing. Elrahir, are you staying on the ship?
Yep.
Okay, so it's Elrahir and Bellator on the ship. Elrahir and Bellator, is there anything you wish to do for the 3 days in effect?
Read up on that, on them smithing books.
Read up on them smithing books. Okay.
See if there's anything in there about using mithril.
Ooh, give me an investigation check, sir. You,
17.
you do find references to Mithril, how the dwarfs.
I would have lent him the monocle, so roll with advantage.
That's
Mm,
just for
Alright.
finding a book, isn't it?
No, the monocle is for any investigation.
Oh,
an
right, yes.
investigation in a library, and you've now got one. So
This is true.
you can technically roll it again. Well, it was worth it by one. You find information that dwarfs do indeed have the secret of smelting mithril, and have been known to sell mithril to outsiders, though very rarely. Also, there's rumoured to be several other small mines in various other locations. There's a small mine in Ellerenia that doesn't give locations. Though you actually do know of where the mithril mine in Ellerenia is. It's near Wolf here, near their iron mine, and there is rumoured to be other mithril mines in the northern mountains, but nobody exactly knows where they are. And you get the basic concepts on how to smelt with mithril, or smelt and smith with mithril. Elria, are you doing anything for the few days?
I finished my gift to the Winter Queen.
Yes.
I am now expertise with lawyer's tools.
Is there anything you want to sort of do in the meantime?
I'll read up a bit more on well, for anything that has to do with nature.
Okay. I will give you, because you're going to do that, I'll give you advantage on your next nature check that you make. And Bellator, I will give you advantage on your next blacksmithing check that you make. Because you both have been studying. In the meantime, the rest of the party... Ellery here, I'm going to need you to give me a investigation check, not at advantage.
Oh,
Good
it's a
enough.
20.
Good enough. 20 is plenty good enough. You find a book on various beasts. So, Filion and Grushk, you make it into Canyon Crossing, a small town, bustling market town. You see the usual selection of a general store, and there's like a small farmer's market as well. And you begin to stock up on food. The cost for all the food will be 10 gold.
I'm okay. There's no even need to make a persuasion check
Nope.
with that.
That's just small
Yeah.
fry, and we
10
still
I'll-
have 1,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove 10 from my sheet.
Yep, 10 gold's worth of, again, seasonings, vegetables. I mean, Nessa's got about 6 large sacks of various vegetables and turnips, and some potatoes, and some flour as well to make bread, and some salt, because her salt supply seems to have vanished, and she's not entirely sure who stole all of her salt to make fill up the casks. But she's got various vegetables and is stocking up. Vegetables are plentiful supply, so she's got 6 large sacks, which will last you quite some time. And you make your way north to meet up with the airship. Airship crew, somebody give me a piloting roll for your airship, please.
New day, right?
Oh yes. It's been 3 days.
Oh my god.
Would you like to use an inspiration?
We don't have one.
Well, I still have one, so it's
He's
horrible.
not here.
True, I'm fucked. Yeah, I'm not there.
Okay. So you spend the morning.
I will be helping, like as usual, spotting and
Yeah.
just making sure he doesn't
You
fuck
spend
up too bad.
you spend the day flying over the forest, not being entirely sure where exactly you're supposed to be meeting these people. Elric, give me a perception check. Oh, very good. As you're flying over the woodland, you looking down, wondering why the hell you're over woodland when you should be at the edge of the woods. You're looking down, spying what appears to be skeletal figures shuffling around in the wood, staring up at you.
Fucking great.
Remember, you're only about 15 feet up, so you're still flying in the treetops.
Bellator, get some air.
Give me a piloting
Up we
roll.
go.
Give me a piloting. You can't go up. That's the problem. That's why you need more sails. Give me a piloting roll, Bellator, please.
Or just leave from here.
You manage to make it to the edge of the forest, losing the skeletal figures that are just watching you, and you manage to lose them in the trees.
I'm gonna stand in the back of the ship and prepare myself
You're
in
not
case
there.
they come out.
You're,
Never mind.
You're with the cart. You haven't met up with the
Yes,
ship
I
yet.
forgot. That's
That's
true.
right. It will be late that evening. The cart, having been pulled by Filians, you left town, walked 4 miles out of town, and then Todrick took over pulling the cart. Even for Todrick, this was a... Let's give Todrick a little strength check, shall we? For Todrick, it wasn't too much of an effort to pull the cart along, but even he was tiring after another 3 or 4 hours of pulling. And then you spend several hours sitting by the side of the road, waiting for the airship to arrive. Darkness has fallen by the time the airship arrives, but that's not too bad because Nessa has used some of the supplies to cook you a decent little meal, and Bellator finds your camp by the campfire. Eventually brings the ship in, and everybody can return to the ship. That is 3 days of your travel. You have 2 days more to go before you need to recharge. What's the route are you taking from there?
I think taking the hills is probably the next best thing, because even if we drop 9 times out of 10, we're going to drop into a nice little...
Okay, so you can fly down to here. Give me a hiding your ship in amongst the hills roll.
That is
I
very
don't
specific.
know what that is.
That's going to be a standard piloting roll for you, which is I think it's wisdom, isn't it, for you? Yeah. Yep, 22. You bring the ship in. You find a steep-sided little valley, and you manage to park the ship down in that. The ground is a bit boggy, but the ship can land and sit in that quite easily. And you spend a day as the ship is recharging. Is there anything anybody wishes to discuss or do?
Yeah, I'd like to practice more piloting skills.
Well,
Oh boy,
you can't while the
in the
ship's...
life development.
You can't.
No, I
while the
mean
ship-
like doing all of the landing and sail turning drills.
You can certainly do the sail. Actually, you can't, not whilst the ship's parked.
Oh, right, because the thing's up.
Yeah, because you're recharging. In fact, that'd be
Boo.
probably about the one thing you can't do is practice.
Oh, I'm having dinner.
Okay. So for the next stage of your journey, which will take you just off the coast of Sagebrook, give me a piloting roll for that as well, please. Now, you can land in the sea earlier if you so wish and sail the ship up, or you can fly.
I'd rather fly there until.
Sure, no problem. You fly the ship up, and you are you arriving under the cover of darkness, or are you just going to fly up in broad daylight?
No, we're going to arrive in the cover of darkness so that I can slowly
Right.
land the ship into the water.
Yep, and
Let's explain first and shock value later.
yeah, with a 23, you bring the ship into a perfect landing and slide it up to one of the docks on the at the Sagebrook. The water being just deep enough for your ship. And you park the ship there. There appears to be nobody about. All of the other boats have disappeared, are no longer there. You see some lights on in various houses, but no smoke coming from chimneys. And you do hear what possibly could be a rowdy time at the inn.
Let's go at the inn.
Yeah, you guys said you know the people here. I'm
I remember the
myself
way
never
that
been
inn
this.
smells. I don't want to go in there.
The inn.
It smells like fish oil, if I remember correctly.
It does. It smells strongly of fish. In fact, the whole place smells strongly of fish. This is a fishing
This is
village.
yeah.
If you remember, for Bellator, Elrahir, and Grush, this, of course, was where you started your adventures.
First mission, yeah.
Yeah. Where Grush lost the love of his life. And,
Oh, it's been a year.
yep. And you can spend. Who's going to the inn?
I am.
Okay, so Grush, anybody else going to the inn?
I suppose I will. I haven't been off the ship in a while.
No, you haven't been off the ship in several days. It's feeling quite comfortable. You quite like being on the ship. It's the idea of getting off the ship is becoming more and more uncomfortable.
It's just more of a reason to get off the ship.
Okay.
I actually like it here. I'm going to stay on the ship.
Okay, Elrahir?
I'll go.
Okay. As you open the duck step, take the step down into the to the door and open the door to the inn, there's the sound of some low-key merriment. There's somebody playing a fiddle, and you can see several people sitting around tables, older fishermen, and several of the young ladies, women of the village, sitting around enjoying a late meal and a swift drink. As you walk in, the music stops, and all eyes turn to you. Now, Bellator, in his full plate armor, is quite a menacing figure and almost unrecognizable as the man who came in his gaudy Legion uniform previously. But they immediately recognize Grush as the person who was here before, and Elrahir with his bow, and immediately they very quickly make the link to Bellator and welcome the three of you with open arms. And drinks are pressed into your hands, and you are welcome to the village. What brings you here, my lord?
We're looking for sails for our new ship.
You have a ship? Oh, that is fabulous.
Indeed.
We can make sails here. We have the sail loft above the fish store. Yes, we can make sure. Yes, was it two master? One master?
I believe it's 2 masts,
Three.
right?
Three.
It's 3.
Three.
3 mast.
A large. Oh no, it is a two master. Sorry, you're right. It is a two master. Yes, it is 2 masts because the front mast isn't really there. So it is a 2 master. He can certainly make you sails. It'll take them a week to make your sails. Alas, it will cost. Unfortunately, material costs. They won't charge you for labor because you saved that village, but they can. The cost of the materials, my lord, will be. Well, could be. Well, maybe 500 gold. I'm afraid.
I'll pay for that. It's fine.
The ship
As
has some funds. Otherwise,
Oh yeah, that's true.
with the
Gotta love ship fun.
so you can easily pay for that. They will put make your sales for you, and it will take a week to do so. Are you telling them that it's a magic ship?
No?
Okay. Okay. Give me a. So okay. So the following morning, several of the mariners come out. The fishing fleet returns from sea, and marveling at the sight of this large two-masted ship parked in docked at their wharf. Several people are eagerly to see the heroes of the village and to aid in measuring up and working out how much sailcloth they'll need, etc. And basically come aboard the ship and start measuring up. Give me a wisdom saving throw, Bellator.
Gotta love it. 'Cause otherwise, yeah.
it's a
Ooh,
new day.
love
Thank
it
God.
all.
It is a new day.
Not a natural one.
Not a natural
Not
one.
great, but
Not
not a natural one.
not great, but not a natural one. And yeah, it's nothing untoward has happened. Um, everything's normal. Uh, People begin working on the ship. Uh, it takes about 4 days, but after 4 days later, a couple of wagons arrive with great big bolts of canvas on them, and the people begin work on the sails. And very quickly, 3 or 4 days, they make your sails.
Nice.
Yeah, so it takes but a week. So I'm just adjusting the date in my notes. So it takes a week, to which you are invited every night to the inn. They went to hear about the tales of your exploits and what you've been and what you've been doing, and sharing them all, sharing their fruits of the sea, the fish, and the ale with you all. It's fish ale.
Yeah.
Everything be fish, fish ale. Hey, better be good stuff. This fish ale.
They probably have some like fish punny alcohol that is basically fish oil and some alcohol.
Well, we do have fermented fish oil. If you want to drink that, my lord, you be my guest.
I handed to Grushk.
And
I'll happily drink fish.
yeah,
That's
it
fine.
it kind of burns and you get the distinct feeling it's not very alcoholic, but it would probably make a great seasoning for meat. So at the end of the week, the world is yours, gentlemen. Your maximum altitude now would be about 2,000 feet. Bellator will need to again.
2,000 feet.
Yes, anything higher than that, and you're going to start passing out.
I think we should, when we leave Sagebrook, that we should fly with the ship just to shock them.
Why?
I mean, it's fun. Just like we'll be on our way. Let's get this airborne. Flies away.
I must go. My planet needs me.
I mean, we would be in Temporary style before the rumors reach it, just because by virtue of being faster, but still.
That's
That's
fair,
not.
but also it would be great if there weren't rumors to get there.
This is also true. As you, I believe, I can't remember which one of you, but as I think as Bellator's already worked out, this ship would be a great asset to any military force that got hold of it.
Yeah, we
And,
know that.
yeah, and anybody that, whether anybody would let you keep it is another matter. If anybody could try and take it away from you. So, are you going to fly or sail to Temple Ristal?
I mean, in that case, sail. I think. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I mean, we
No, we're
still
going to
have.
fly like 10 feet above the waves.
All right, let's go with it.
And quickly
Yeah,
landing.
and let's drop into the water whenever someone is actually visible.
Yeah.
We should need a lookout for this, actually.
I
Probably.
am always.
Yes,
And,
Elra here's in the crow's nest.
Yeah, he yeah, can't really get much better. And
Besides,
let's
if
just.
oh, sorry, I was just gonna say. Besides, if there's like a small ship that sees us flying, they'll just believe he's crazy.
Yeah, or maybe like a what's it called?
Mirage.
When he a mirage, right? Um, and also the when we're not flying, the crystal can retract under the deck, right? So we don't, because even if we were sailing with a big ass crystal on deck, people would ask questions.
Yes. And well, that's the thing. Would you have recharged a pistol while you were at Sagebrook?
Yeah, during the night.
Okay. So you were there for a week, so yes, you could charge it each night. Okay. You're going to sail up the coast to Temporistal. Give me a Sabi roll, please, Mr. Bellator. Wisdom again.
Can I re-roll it?
Nice.
Nice. So you
Gotta
managed-
love Indomitable.
Yep, you make it up to Temple Ristal and you make it to the docks of Temple Ristal, and I haven't got a map of Temple Ristal for you. I still haven't done that. Yeah. How careless. So, you're at Temple Ristal, you are in the docks. What do you want to do when you get there?
Visit the dockmaster.
Okay, yep. And the dockmaster will actually approach the ship. Ho there! What be the name of your ship?
It's on the back.
Look, don't get smart with me, boy. I don't want to be walking all the way around the back of your ship. Well, just tell me the name of your ship. And he gets out his clipboard. And he's looking expectantly up at you from the dock. Is this your ship?
Yes, it is, but I don't know how to answer him. We called it the Bryn Pearl.
All right. After the legend, I suppose. Right, dock
You're
fee.
right.
Dock fee will be 2 gold for the day.
Oh, I can handle that. Hand him the 2 gold.
You throw him down a small pouch with a couple of gold pieces and he catches it and pops it into his pouch. Right. Thank you very much. Not carrying anything? Any contraband?
What's contraband?
Illegal stuff. No slaves? No drugs?
Nope.
Would you like some?
Neither of those things. No.
Right. Just trying to make a living. And with that, he wanders off further on down the dock.
Well, that's the intensity of custom checks. That's appreciated if you're a smuggler. I would be interested if, big magical crystals sound as contraband, because, if anyone were to...
He didn't say magical crystals. He just said drugs or slaves.
Large magical crystals?
I mean, would the severed head count as one?
He's a prisoner.
He's a prisoner. He doesn't count as a slave, he's a prisoner.
Yeah.
He's useless anyway.
Oh, I heard that.
I don't know.
No, you don't. You're in another dimension.
I don't get to do my Araman voice anymore.
You want me to bring him back?
No.
No.
God, no. You've destroyed my throat. So, you're in Deborah-Estelle. The Dark Master has booked you in, and you've paid your 2 gold for the day. Is there anywhere in particular you would like to go?
Probably
What's
get
that
our
in?
gold.
So, say that again, Grushk.
Probably get our rewards that we had.
Linden.
You want to go and see Lyndon Rains?
I mean, I think that would be a good idea.
Money?
You want some money. Where are you going to find Lyndon Rains?
Probably in the bar.
His house?
Okay, give me a history check to see if you can remember where exactly his house was.
I'm gonna do it as well.
Of course, I roll a 3. 4.
Damn
It's
it.
just, there's not really.
There you go.
Bellator, however, instantly remembers where his house is, and you make your way through through the main streets and then down a couple of back alleys to Lyndon Rain's rather polite looking house. As I say, almost standing out from the area as it is quite a nice house in good state of repair. You knock on the door, and a rather large, tall footman opens the door. Yes. And then he
I'm here to.
looks up at Bellator. Yes, my lord.
We're here to see Lyndon Rains. If he's
Master
in.
Rains is not at home. May I give him a message when I see him this evening, sir?
Yes. Tell him Elra here and company have come to see him.
Very well, sir. And where will sir be staying?
At the Bryn Pearl.
At the
Docked down at the wharf.
Docked at the wharf. Very well, sir. Is there anything else, sir?
No, thank you.
Good day, sir. And with that, he closes the door.
I'm so sure that was Lyndon.
No, it's definitely not Lyndon.
But isn't it?
Definitely not. Definitely not Lyndon. Lyndon Rains. It's more like this. Gentlemen, it is good to see you this evening. Lyndon Rains finds it. Did you want to do anything else during the day?
Have a bath.
Have a bath.
Agreed.
You can find a bathhouse in Deborah-Estelle. There are plenty of them around.
Let's find a fancy one.
A fancy one. All of the bathhouses in Deborah-Estelle are kind of fancy, but if you want to find the very best, you can easily do that. And it will cost you 5 gold each, and you will get for just a bath, and you will have a very nice bath. Would sir care for oils or anything else to be applied?
Nope, just soap.
Master Half-Orc? Would you care for
Um,
oils or unctions or basically make you smell nice, sir?
No, I'm fine with just the bath.
Okay, that'll cost you both 5 gold for the bath.
Done.
And it is done. You spent a very nice day getting clean. Filian and Elria, did you want to do anything?
Fillion would probably just go into Crow or something inconspicuous and then just have a quick flyabout of the city, just get the lay of the land, but
Okay.
nothing
As
intense.
As you shapeshift into a crow, this suddenly becomes like a purplish glow around you.
That is weird. I'm going to shapeshift back and find someone of the rest of the party and ask them, preferably like not not one of the muscly dudes, but rather Erohi or Grushk, and ask it, do you know what's up with this purpley glow?
When you
That
change back into human form, you no longer glow purpley.
I am going to detect magic on myself.
You inherently do no, you don't detect as magic.
And just looking out at the immediate vicinity without, like, obviously the ship, but
There is
that's interesting.
yeah, there is nothing to give a clue as to what's causing this, though. As I say, if you ask Elrare or Grush, they could probably tell you.
If I find any one of them.
Yeah, they wouldn't necessarily automatically disappear straight away.
What you want me to tell him?
He's asking you why would he be glowing when he shapeshifts?
Oh, they have a shield here to keep out the magics. I know they have it specifically for Shadowfell, or they have one specifically for Shadowfell, but they have also so that people won't be able to use it. You know,
For deception, or
yes, and stuff like that.
but they are
They aren't
For
not
too
ill
keen
going.
on
intent on
it,
the
so
city.
don't use it in public.
Yeah.
They're basically they are not keen on there is no magic here. There's no arcane casters allowed to practice in the city. What basically the purple glow is a we're not going to stop you shapeshifting, but we're also going to be aware that you are shapeshifted.
Oh yeah, but it makes sense to prevent people from being
Yeah.
deceitful doing it.
Yes.
But yeah, as long as it's only arcane casters and I'm not prohibited by law,
No.
I am just going to take the purple glow and still, I mean, I'm flying relatively high, so anyone who
Sure.
sees that is welcome to the information. And I'm still going to have a pass, but it's interesting. I'm going to look about if I can see anyone else glowing purpley.
And nobody else appears to be glowing purple. Welcome to Temple Ristal, the city of 1,000 temples. What you basically see from your flight over the city is a lot of the city is given over to temples, temple grounds. You can see the streets patrolled not by regular city watch guards as you would expect in most cities. These city streets are clean, well maintained, and patrolled by squads of paladins led by a cleric. You can see there's the royal grounds, which you probably wouldn't want to fly over, but you could certainly try. You are being watched by guards on the wall. The Royal Guard are different from the paladins, it seems, but they dress differently, and they are definitely watching you.
Then give that place probably it's walled in itself, right? So I'm just going to circle
Yeah.
the this place. Interesting, very
Yes.
interesting. Maybe I'll have a stroll into the city as a human and find a temple to some sort of nature goddess or whatever,
Yeah.
and
There
have
there
a little
is
pray.
there is a god to there is a god for the Fey gods. Or
Yeah.
well, to the Fey Wild, which you will bump into a couple of druids there also worshipping. It is
Yes, it's. I mean, I Filian practiced and even kind of was some sort of acolyte. Maybe not a priest, but
yeah,
certainly connected to the temple at some point in the Crystal Forest. So
yeah. The temple it's not so much a large stone building as a wall around, or it's a large hedge around a set of standing stones and some trees. which seem to, almost out of place in the city, have an abundance of wildlife. You see squirrels and birds and what have you, and the usual sort of collection of a small sample of small woodland animals. And you are
Yeah, it's a
welcomed.
small grove, basically.
Yeah, a small sort of druid's grove. It is
Yeah.
said that you can find a temple to any god in this city. You just have to look for some of them really hard.
Which makes a lot of sense. Temples within temples.
Yeah.
And yeah, Filion will sit down in the shadow of a tree and do a little bit of praying about what he did.
Yep.
He does not like it. He just thought it necessary.
Yeah. Give me roll me a percentage dice, please.
Okay, that's just a D100, right?
Yep.
Oh, that is either real good or real bad.
Okay, as you sit there praying and thinking about what you did, a voice comes to you. You took a life. You took a life of an innocent. Very well. You must bring a life into this world. It is only the way for balance. And the voice in your mind has gone.
That is a very interesting task.
Elra here. What are you doing whilst everybody else is bomb-bursted in various different directions?
Triple M was in the shell, right?
Yes.
Then I have nothing to do here, so I'll just go to the bathhouse.
You also go to the bathhouse. Very well. It'll cost you 5 gold. Would you like any oils and unctions rubbed into your skin and into your hair? And because hair brushing is included, but nice smelling oils.
Hair.
You want the hair?
Beard.
The hair and the beard. That'll cost you an extra 7. That'll cost you a total of 7 gold, and you smell lovely. Like a perfumed courtier. Your clothes are clean.
No.
They do the presty. No, right, your clothes aren't clean. Grush and Bellator. Sorry.
Perfumed courtier? No.
That's
Like if there's not extreme stuff, just subtle.
Oh yes, you're not. It's not overpowering, but you are.
Okay, good.
You smell nice.
Can I do this thing where I like steal their bathrobe?
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay, I'm not actually okay. It's more like a like, oh, everyone does it.
No.
Damn.
I mean, you can if you want to give me a sleight of hand check.
I mean, I just did it.
Oh right, yes. Bellator, Elra here, because you're all in the bathhouse. You will notice Grush the Pregnant as he's trying to smuggle a bathrobe out from.
I don't know him. I didn't come here with him.
This is true. You did not come here with him, but Bellator, you noticed Grush the Pregnant.
It's 7 months in, all right.
I'm not responsible for that, idiot.
As,
Filion rushes in, wanting to deliver your baby. The perfect opportunity.
Jesus.
Yes. So, Grush, you are not going to be able to get away with this.
No,
you can
that's
push
fine.
it if you want to, but you realise this is not going to work.
No, I'm not gonna push it.
Okay. So
This is more like a funny gag thing.
you finish up at the bathhouse, and the three of you can make your way back to the boat for a meal and to await Lyndon Rains.
Can I skip the meal and go to the library to search about this Bahamut priest? Information.
You could probably get that a lot easier on the streets of Temple Ristal than you could from the library.
Okay, yeah, that works as well.
Yep, you find out who he is. He's the high priest of the Temple of Bahamut, highly respected and one of the leading members of the ecclesiasty, which forms the ecclesiastical council, which advises the king. He would have been one of the people that you would have helped save when he was turned to stone.
Ooh. I want to get to him and then thank him for his help.
Okay, yep. You disappear off as everybody else makes their way back to the boat. You disappear off, and approaching the temple, you approach the temple guard, who escort you to a higher-ranking priest. I'm so dreadfully sorry, but His Holiness is in Mass at the moment. Can I take a message?
Yes, you can tell him that Grosh, this is Grosh, and that I would like to see him so I can personally thank him for everything he's done for me.
I am sure His Holiness will understand that you are thanking him. I will pass on your thanks, my child. He's a very busy man.
Yes, and also tell also if he. No, okay. Since he's a busy man, I'm not gonna tell him where I'm staying at. But yeah, and then I'm gonna be going on my way, saying farewell to them.
Thank you, my child. Bahamut be with you.
And Bahamut be with you.
Yeah, Bahamut's a very good guard, says one of the guards, a large dragonborn sergeant. He's very good. He's my favourite guard. And you recognise Sergeant Rax, who stood guard at the temple.
Oh, hello, Rex. How you
Hello.
doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
It's been a while since we've seen each other, hasn't it?
I don't know who you are.
Of course you don't. Um. Anyways, it was nice meeting you.
It was very nice meeting you too.
Have a good one, and then Grushka goes away.
Okay.
So you made Rax Texan.
I'm trying to make Rax into what's his name? Forrest Gump.
Jenny.
Johnny has a box of chocolates.
London.
London Reigns is a very special man. I like him very
London,
much.
right?
I can imagine Rex have this obsession with Linden.
London Reigns knows many different ways to cook shrimp. There's boiled shrimp and I don't know other ways to fried shrimp and sauteed shrimp. Anyway, so that evening, having finished a meal, there comes a call from the deck. Ahoy there, gentlemen. I believe you wish to see me.
Ah, Lyndon.
Master Bellator, you're looking well. You made it all the way here rather quickly. Good. Do I owe this pleasure? As if I couldn't imagine. And he hands you a large sack that jingles quietly.
Come up, come up.
Oh, he's already on the deck. He came up.
All right.
He's on
Well,
the deck.
come in. Dinner should be ready soon.
Ah, I can never turn down a good meal. However, he walks in and takes a seat at the table, and Nessa turns and places the food before him. And the two look at each other, eyes locked for a moment. And then Nessa turns and busies herself with preparing more food. And Lyndon Reigns...
Oh, come on.
I rolled beforehand. Lyndon Reigns looks to the party. So, gentlemen, you have successfully completed your tasks that you were doing in Elrenia, I see. Tell me, how did that go? Did you annoy anybody? Kill anybody interesting?
Lady Sorrel.
Lady Sorrel, she is dead? That is good
Dead.
news.
Yes.
Dead. That is a good news.
And so is our man. And Groshk is very happy.
Who is Araman?
The little voice in his head he spoke to.
Okay. You never mentioned he was insane. This voice in your head, Master Grush, you speak to it often?
It was another soul, and you know this. I've already said this before. It
No,
was a
you've never
shadow felt.
actually told me any of this.
Oh,
I'm
well
not
then let me tell you an amazing story. And grim. And then Groshk is gonna go on and talk about how he got Araman, how Araman has like taught him, and not taught him, but like how he has deceived them and all that stuff, and how the party got rid of him and all that stuff.
Sounds like a particularly unpleasant variety of demon. It is good that you have managed to rid yourself of it, though damage may have been done. Do you know if he was in contact with any others of his kind?
Once?
Hmm. And you say he knows everything that you knew. This could be difficult. Well, nothing to be done about it now. The damage
But
is done.
this was very, very, very long ago.
Yes. It's who he told about me that I'm slightly concerned about. But not to worry. So, gentlemen, where do you think you will be heading to next?
That's a great question.
I think you said
Actually,
something about just having open inquiries and some things, beside grabbing the money.
Oh, there's also the money, yes. There's 5,000 gold.
he handed that over when he got on the ship, though.
Yes. Oh, yes, he's handed the gold over. I was just like, just to let you know how much it was.
And I hand that over to Alri here.
Sure.
Who immediately develops a gambling habit.
No, I don't.
No, I know you don't. You have to have personalities for that. I'm joking.
Damn.
No, you're not.
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, God. It's hot in here.
Ah, dear. So you gentlemen have no immediate plans?
No, we had to rush away from Melarinia to take care of rather nasty, annoying demon.
Yes, I can understand that. Well, if you gentlemen are ever in the need of employment, I'm sure that I can find something that you can do.
Well, we
Well, there
are
is a-
kind of limited in our mobility in some ways. In some ways not, but in some ways we are.
Yes, you have this rather nice ship. I could
Right.
arrange for... I could buy it off if you like. Or
Oh,
trade
no,
it...
not selling this.
or trade it...
Yeah, I'm not sure you actually could. Not much want for money, but I can see this would be quite expensive.
Well, I could say stretch to... How about 10,000 plus horses for you each?
What do you think, Alri here? Should we tell him?
Not for sale.
I think he already knows.
I mean, we did call it
No,
that.
if he knew, it wouldn't be ours anymore.
Mm,
Well, I must admit, gentlemen, renaming it after the legend is a interesting idea. Where did you get her built? She seems unusual in her layout.
Well, we got her sails done in Sagebrook.
Ah,
They do
yes.
very good work there.
Yes, I've noticed. Yes, very good work there. So, there is a small thing that if you're not busy, that you could help us with.
I actually need to bring this up with you because it's quite important.
Oh,
We've talked about it before.
we have?
Yes. The princess has the Winter Queen's property.
Ah, you mean the jewel. Yes, that is going to be a problem, as unfortunately it is now the property of Her Majesty.
I don't know if you want a Winter Queen on your doorstep.
Oh, believe me, the Winter Queen cannot harm us here.
I don't think outright harm is the only downside to her disfavor, though.
Well, it's been here for several months, and we've had it here for quite a
Oh,
while.
she doesn't know it's here yet.
Well, if she does not know it's here, then I'm sure nobody would tell her that it's here. And he looks to each of you quite meaningfully. I don't believe anybody here would tell her, would they?
I would be surprised if she were dependent on people like us to tell her.
Yes, I would be somewhat disturbed by that as well. Still, I'm afraid I cannot help you, gentlemen. I hope you understand.
Oh, well, I'm sure she'll find another way to get it.
I'm sure. But thank you. I shall keep an eye on the guards. Now, thank you for this delicious meal. And thank you, Nessa, for the meal. Oh, no, thank you, my lord. It was a delight to feed someone who enjoyed eating just quite so much as you do. It was my pleasure. Maybe if you stop at Emperor Style again, I could treat you to a meal that I cook. Oh, my lord, that would be delightful. Thank you. Now, my friends, I will take my leave of you.
Is he flirting with the help?
He is.
No, he knows that. Oh,
He is.
jeez.
He is flirting with the help.
I mean, to be fair, he's a halfling thinking with his stomach, so
And she's a halfling.
that is also true. But I still think he's thinking with his stomach instead of his dick. Anyway,
As soon
carry
as
on.
Lyndon leaves, I'm going to ask her how she knows him.
I've never met him before.
Oh, then how did you know your name?
I told him.
He probably did the thing where you ask for introductions and stuff.
No, I spelled it out on in his potatoes. I wrote my name on one of his potatoes.
Inside check, because that is.
Nope, she made omurice and then she spelled it in ketchup.
It's just letter noodles.
You're a liar! No, I'm just
She's
kidding.
telling the truth. You know she's telling the truth.
Oh.
Oh yeah, with that row probably.
So, where do you guys want to go next? Or what do you want to do next, I should ask? First of all, everybody is going to level up tonight.
Woohoo!
Ooh, I don't even know what the France means.
So you can either go to 10th
Level
level or you can
10.
multi-class.
That's also a possibility. Interesting.
I don't know.
Ooh,
I kind
Such
of
a
want to
hard
stick
decision.
with sorcerer, but I've also been planning on going paladin as soon as I got rid of Iron Man.
Paladin of who? Of Bahamut?
He was already one of those in his backstory.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Have you got a
Which
strength
is-
of 13, Grush?
I don't.
You
I
can't,
need.
can't be a paladin?
Oh.
Which is kind of
I have
the
I have a strength of 12. I'm one away.
the backstory thing is quite hard though. Like if you were a paladin and then became infested with a demon, and now try to become a paladin again, that's harsh.
Yep.
Level 10 or cleric.
Ooh.
Please go Forge Cleric. Please go Forge Cleric.
I was thinking about cleric as well, but not forge, of course.
I get that at level 11, and I am gonna stick with it until I get at least 11.
Ooh.
I don't know if I
You
clicked
thought
with
I was annoying and jumping all over the battlefield before?
Yes.
Oh boy,
So
that is. Yeah, that's gonna be horrible. You
10
need
feet
a lot of
here,
weight.
10 feet here, 10 feet here.
yes, so hasted, you can effectively do it 3 times. Or when you attack at least 2 different creatures with the action.
You make one additional attack against it, against it to
Right.
third creature, which
Yeah.
means I still get my extra action from haste, so I could do 4 attacks.
Oh dear God. Yes, so against swarms of creatures, you're going to be horribly effective.
Yeah, everything's just gonna die.
Right. So we'll officially call the session there. But we will also go through and level characters up if everybody wants. Because I'm just desperate to see what you're going to be. Yeah, I was looking at that one, Elray. I was wondering if you were going to stick with Ranger to get that.
I am an idiot.
Yes.
That's not a class, though.
Well,
No,
Could be.
I mean like either I've clicked something away on my precision, or I actually have one more than I like. Because the thing is, my proficiency in skills, they're athletic, intimidation, persuasion, and survival. Did I have it in one more thing, or did I not?
no, sounds about right.
I'm supposed to have 5, apparently.
2 from that. What's your background? Outlander.
Outlander.
Right.
2 from that, and then 1 from the half orc, because half orc has menacing
Yeah, that gives you
in intimidation,
yes.
which I already have.
Yeah, so athletic survival is from Outlander, intimidation is from half orc, and then you're supposed to have 2 more.
Yes. So 5.
Alright, so pick one from your sorcerer, do that.
Arcana.
I think that's a good idea.
I always thought you did have Arcana.
I never had
found-
Arcana.
Always found it bizarre that the best person with Arcana was Filion, the not Arcana user.
No,
That is more.
What
of
is
an
your
academic
intelligence?
interest?
My intelligence is 10.
Yeah, Fillions.
Mine is 14. Yeah, that's
Okay,
actually
no, I am
quite a
better.
difference.
I'm the best. I have 16 intelligence.
Yeah, but do you have proficiency?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I didn't-
I do have proficiency in it, so
Okay.
I get like +6.
I
Oh, by
suppose
the way,
I suppose it actually does fit because he's a sorcerer. He's never studied.
True,
read
yeah,
books.
he's the
It's natural.
idiot savant, basically.
Yes.
No, but yeah, that's the
half
thing.
right there.
He's been taught how to be a sorcerer. He's never actually trained officially. He didn't go through no school or
Yeah,
anything like
yeah.
that.
It's innate, basically.
Yeah.
You can
So just looking at, if you thought the jumping about was annoying. There's some more jumping about for you.
So
What's that from?
I could.
That's mine. That's my Druid Circle
Oh, for fuck's
ability,
sake.
which I get. So yeah, some more teleport because we didn't. I heard
It's a
you like
bonus
teleport. I
action
have
on
some
your
teleport
turn.
in your teleport. Yes, and I get how many is that? 5? 5 of those per day. So
So
that's kind of Dimension Door basic. No, not Dimension Door. It's
Not
Misty
quite.
Step basically.
Yes.
30 feet
Actually, it's a
for someone, or
yes.
60 feet for me. So yeah,
Yes, you
five
can
additional.
you can literally send Bellator charging or teleporting into an enemy creature.
Yes, that's I like that pretty much. That I can just touch people and send them places.
Inappropriately.
so I could either pick Arcana, Deception, Insight, or Religion.
Yes.
I should probably do Arcana, right?
Up to you. I mean, if you want to metagame it, Filian's going to be better at it than you.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, but I'm also
but
better at religion. So
yeah, but he isn't always going to be there, and he's
yeah, and
sometimes gonna fail while I might succeed.
he
Yes.
also has relatively little actual active interest in arcane magic. So
Yes.
in some cases he might, if it's something like that he is analyzing for, if it's impacting us or something, but he's not going to go out of his way to study like
I mean, that's why I wanted the Arcana book, so I could try to study and actually gain proficiency in it.
Hiding plain sight.
Or, actually learn something. But
This
yeah,
just means that when I'm hasted and I use hide as my special action, you get -10 to perceive me, and then I can do a attack with advantage.
I did it. I
Yes.
took Arcana.
You took Arcana. Good idea.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's fitting. I get some more spell slots, which is nice
Yes. So
because I
Bellator,
had too little of those.
level 10 or cleric?
Cleric.
Oh, you can, by the way, you can use on your character sheet, if you go onto your character sheet, use the little cogwheel on the far next to spells. You can scroll down on the bottom right. You can use Character Mancer, launch level plus Character Mancer. You can use that to level up.
Ooh, nice, and it does all the health and
Yeah,
hit dice and stuff. That's cool.
yeah.
By the way, Bellator, don't you get
Mm-hmm.
ability thing at level 10 fighter?
No.
Don't you? I thought you got.
Actually, I'll look.
You got a stat boost on that. Oh no, you don't.
No, I think the next one happens at 12.
Yeah, 12.
Oh, I thought warriors get.
No, it's martial archetype.
Yeah, 4,
At
6,
10.
4, 6, 8, 12, 14. So 10 seems to get a skip because you get the martial archetype.
Or I can pick an additional.
And then after that, it's every other level.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 is skip. You could go warlock, Grushk.
Didn't we just excise his potential?
Yes.
Like, you had a patron, we got rid of it. Now be a warlock.
Or
Most
bard.
useless
You could also go bard. Level 1 bard with bardic inspiration might not be a bad one.
Ooh, we get another cantrip, which is nice.
It is up to you. Or you can stay as a sorcerer.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
And you get another meta magic option as well at 10. I did find a really nice Sorceress Origins homebrew thing which listed stuff for
I'll be right back.
if you were a Sorcerer of the Abyss, Sorcerer of the Nine Hells, which would have been really nice for Grush. I could have given him
That's
some of those
true. That
features.
sounds pretty dope.
So the ship gold is down to 150.